Anyway, here's another one.
Oh, he knows his way around that board. Wow. Wish I could push the buttons I could.
Touch those buttons.
Welcome back to the Winged Badger Tavern, where friends tell stories.
Yay!
My name is Josh, and I'm joined, as always, by some of my friends. Friends, why don't you introduce yourselves? Let's start over there, and we'll go this way around the table.
Hello, I'm Trevor.
Hello.
I'm a tier 4 character playing Astro Adon, a lucky explorer who works for a living.
Oh,
Just a guy.
just a
Hello, Astro.
Hi, Jacqueline.
Hi, I'm Cleo playing Jacqueline, the jet-assisted quantum learning interstellar
Navigational.
engine,
Yeah.
who's a tier 3 naive AI who entertains. I got it right once, okay?
Oh my gosh, I just realized this is the last time we're going to be saying all our names.
Hey, you better get it right.
Get
you
it
better
big.
get it right.
Make it big.
How's it going, guys? I'm Tyler. I play Ronan Voss, who is a virtuous explorer who also sailed beneath the Jolly Roger.
Ooh.
That's beautiful.
That was good.
I was going to yell really loud.
You can.
You can.
Stand away from the mic.
You got this.
Hello, it doesn't feel right. Hi, I'm Mike. And hi, I'm Mike. I'm like Mark Putty, and I'm a clumsy adept who talks to the system.
Ooh.
And I'm Josh, your Winged Badger Game Master. I'm dressed as Captain Chet Gamma, but I'll also be playing everybody else.
How's he do that?
I don't know.
How does he do it?
Is it your doppelganger?
I don't know. But right now, we are going to find ourselves inside the good dropship Aurora.
Ooh.
Yay.
After an engagement with the pilotless dropship, Drop 2, from the Spirit of Inquiry, which our sort of enemy AI had infiltrated and taken, and was flying towards Station Gamma, full of robots and nefarious deeds. You intercepted that ship, and you were able to waylay it for a while, and most importantly, you were able to crash the dropship itself into the blast shield in front of the station. So instead of being able to dock successfully and unload who knows how many things, there was only a little bit of the cargo that kind of rolled out of it, and that is what impacted the station. So well done there. Now, our pilot, Ronan Voss, alongside the Spirit of Inquiry's security officer, Talia Bones, and the supply officer, Astro Adon, in addition to two futuristic adventurers, members of Horizon Team, time-traveling space futuristic soldiers from a different war that was spurred on by the events at this moment that they've come back to change. We have is it Liz and Corvan, right? Are the ones here with you? Yeah. So Liz Quintara, who is in her 30s. She's got kind of like a reinforced skeletal structure, but none of the augmentations are visible on the outside. And she has these two bandoliers of vials that are just filled with different, like, kind of like sediment samples almost. And beside her, the tall, kind of lanky Fenrir Corvan, who has bioluminescent tattoos along his arms that kind of pulse in time with his heartbeat. And right now, that pulse is accelerating as he kind of psychs himself up for the next whatever is going to be awaiting you on the Spirit of Inquiry. As you race towards the Spirit of Inquiry, the dropship's engines just thrumming. You have sort of a view through the viewport of not the entire ship, because the asteroid field, kind of moves in and out, or you really are weaving in and out and kind of blocking your view. But the Spirit of Inquiry appears to be in a controlled roll, which, although you can't intuit it for 100% certainty, one of the reasons a ship might do that is to induce artificial gravity when onboard gravity has failed. So that's a possibility of what's happening there on the ship. But it's just kind of gently rotating over and over. And then through the observation dome on both sides, there's a light that is just blinking Morse code that says compromised. As you race towards the ship, it does not hail you. You get no confirmation, and the docking arms do not move to grip the drop ship. Walk us through, bring us into Ronan's mind here. He just missed a combat engagement because he was flying the ship.
Yeah.
He's headed towards who knows what on the Spirit of Inquiry. What's he expecting? What's he feeling? Take us into your world.
I think Ronan's going to kind of bring the ship up close. He knows that the docking arm is most likely not his way in, so he's going to kind of bring the ship past that. We have those don't we have those like escape pod bays, or like where's that secondary or that next hatch at? Isn't there like another hatch?
There are hatches on the wings at the back of the Spirit of Inquiry. In fact, let me put the Spirit of Inquiry on the thing behind me. That would be here.
I remember we were.
So the Spirit of Inquiry, there are. You can see them on there, right? You can see the hatches from there in this view. The wings at the rear of the Spirit of Inquiry, those two stabilizing fins, each of them has a personnel access hatch on it. So it's just like one person size. The dropship couldn't go in, but you could, sink the dropship near there, magnetize to the hull, and then go in through those hatches would be another way in.
I feel like that's going to be our best bet because the other, I guess the other dropship area, that has the same similar docking arm as well. It's all the same?
Yes.
Okay. With that in mind, Ronan's gonna. I guess everybody's on the comms. Crew, everybody, listen up.
Listening, yes.
All right. So, from what it seems, we're not gonna be able to dock the usual way. The arms already had issues as we were leaving, and if they're for sure compromised, I can't promise that these arms will even safely get us in, or even let us in. To be honest. We have two ways in towards the back of the ship. They're basically made for one person at a time. They're like service hatches we can use to get in. I can once again magnetize the ship to the backside of the Spirit of Inquiry, or under it, I guess would be maybe better for there's more room. And we can EVA our way up there. I think we're gonna have to split up into two teams for this. I think one team needs to go on the left side hatch, another team on the right side hatch to clear out anything, and then we move our way in. I think that's our best bet of getting in and seeing what's going on.
So you want us all to use the same hatch, but just board from opposite sides of it, or do you want to use both hatches on both wings?
I want to use both hatches. I want a team to go in. I want us to meet in together when we get in there, because I know these hatches do end up coming together at one point. But I want us to come in at separate hatches, because in case we all come in at one and something happens, we're all there and we're all stuck together, and there's no help.
That makes sense.
So that's my my play here. So that's what he's going to do, is he's going to pull it up there. I think team-wise, DM, do you think Ronan should choose the teams, or do you have like
I think probably one of your futuristic people kind of steps up at that point. I think maybe Corvan steps forward and goes, we should break into combat teams. Mm-hmm. Ronan, you and Talia, since you both know your way around the ship and you both know your way around a firearm, you should be on two separate teams.
Absolutely.
How about I go in with you, Ronan, and Liz and Astro, you go with Talia?
Perfect.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a plan?
Yeah.
All right. I'm ready. Do you want to drop us off and then take the dropship to the other side so that one team's not like climbing over your entire ship?
Yeah, I think that's smart.
Yeah.
All right. So the first team then to leave will be Liz, Quintara, Astro, Adon, and Talia Bones.
Yep.
And he's going to pull the ship to the back of it and kind of like back it close to he can, where the airlock's right by the hatch.
That's right. You installed backup.
You did. That's right.
You're right.
That is real lore.
You totally did that.
All right. Everybody ready? I'm going to be opening up the hatch. Get ready for the depressurization.
Count us down, Ronan. We're suited up.
All right. We're starting it from 3, 2, 1. And he's gonna smack the button.
As you open the kind of retract or the rotating ramp at the back of the dropship, all the air hisses out, and Astro, you leap out, and suddenly all the noise of the dropship is gone. The sensation, it's all gone. You're weightless. You're moving through the silence. You are essentially EVA, or not essentially. You are EVA, extravehicular activity, on your way towards the Spirit of Inquiry. The Spirit of Inquiry looks and feels different with all the lights off.
Yeah.
With they're clearly on auxiliary power. The ship is rotating strangely. Ronan, of course, expert pilot, has definitely lined you up to where the hatch will be. So the hatch is kind of rotating into form as you are leaping towards it. No need to use your suit's thruster pack on this.
Perfect.
There are large yellow handles or anchor points alongside the hatch and kind of stretching out so that in a normal spacewalk you could climb along the hull of the ship. So all you really have to do is grab one of those, which will be a speed task of difficulty 1 hindered to 2 because you have the extra oxygen tanks on your combat suits. So if you'll roll me a speed task difficulty 2 to make that grab, Talia makes it easily and Liz makes it easily. So, no pressure.
I got a 3.
You got a 3. You actually miss. As the ship is moving towards you, there's maybe you get stuck in your head again of like, oh shoot, I've realized I want a quiet retirement.
Yeah.
And like
Freezes.
Like you freeze up a little bit, and you miss as the ship continues.
Can I spend an XP to potentially jump in and save him?
How?
Player intrude. Basically,
You could player intrude, but you could also just take an action. Ronan's just going to react.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like he would definitely. I think Ronan would definitely react in a way for this.
What's he doing?
So the back of the ship is kind of steadied like this. I think seeing that happen and seeing him miss, he's gonna slightly start turning the ship. And obviously we're in space, so he's not moving too fast.
Right.
But Ronan's gonna kind of set the ship and move it right behind, or tilt the wing so it's right behind Astro. So Astro will just slightly like if he's really free falling, he'll just bump right into the back of the wing and then be able to like propel him, maybe put his feet on the wing and push.
So
right
they get
off
you
that.
realigned and you're able to move forward and grab the anchor point this time. By the time you arrive, the hatch is already open, and Talia is standing over it, her shotgun slung over her back, the RPG discarded because she used that in the other boarding. And opposite her is Liz Quintara, who's got her sort of energy weapon, whatever that kind of futuristic handgun she has is in one hand. And she's kind of crouching and ready to pull herself down in. They're just waiting for you to stack up. Who do you stack up with? Talia. You line up behind Talia, put a hand on her shoulder so she knows you're there. Talia holds up one hand and just does the count on her fingers. Counts down 3, 2, 1, and then she leaps down into the ship to see what awaits her beyond. Roll initiative.
Just my speed roll?
Yeah, be a speed roll.
Okay. That's a 10.
That's a 10. Excellent. So of the team, you'll move last, which makes sense because you stacked up behind them. Ronan, you pilot the dropship around to the other side. Whoops, that's not the dropship noise. Imagine that the dropship sounded like this, though. Pilot the dropship to the other wing. And this is essentially they've jumped into engineering 1 and you're jumping into engineering 2. At the back of this ship is all of the like workshops. There's some storage of important parts and things, and then there's one big reactor. You pilot over to the other hatch.
Is there a place on the bottom of the ship to like magnetically?
Yeah, you could certainly do that. I mean, you could magnet right next to the hatch if you want, like
Okay,
right on
yeah.
top of that fin.
That's
Just-
that's the play. I want to put the ship kind of like literally in like the quickest position or closest to our hatch if possible. So that's what we'll do. We'll park the hatch. Fenrir, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Ronan's gonna grab his revolver, throw a shotgun in his back as well, and we're gonna head on out.
Fenrir and Liz have combat suits that are not like, the rest of you have ones that Ronan just kind of designed for you with the engineering team. Theirs are more kind of like plain. They're a little bit scuffed up and dirty. Like they've clearly been in combat in these suits before. But they're like a plain gray, almost like a mottled gray.
Yeah.
And as he follows you down the line, he's a little bit taller than you are, a little bit lankier. So he kind of is just following you down, gets into position with you, and he's waiting on your count.
All right. We're at the top of the hatch.
You're standing above the hatch. It hasn't been thrown open yet.
All right. Well, I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna check back with Fenrir. I'm gonna put my hand up and like kind of just give him like a thumbs up to make sure he's ready.
He gives you the okay.
All right. He's gonna I'm gonna hold the hatch and I'm gonna do like a 3, 2, 1 countdown. And then we're gonna pull the hatch open. I'm not necessarily gonna jump right in, but I am gonna like open and prep. At least, just to make sure.
It's dark.
All right. Yeah. Ronan's just gonna step in then.
Excellent. Roll initiative.
Yes. I am trained in initiative. Does that help?
Yes, that will add 3 to your roll.
I'm spending an XP.
On your one when you go in combat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I could. Right?
You don't have to.
You can. You're always allowed to. But you don't have to.
It's-
Oh, you got a
Initiative.
4.
You got a 4. Okay.
Plus 3.
I
So
was like, I could go last if you.
so in turn order, it will be Astro and his fire team. Then it will be you and your fire team.
Okay.
Is essentially the split here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so we haven't encountered anybody yet, so we don't know if there's enemies. But if there were hypothetically enemies to fight,
I don't think there are
they would
enemies.
probably fall somewhere else in the
In the
initiative
finale,
order.
there were never enemies.
Yeah, of course not.
We never have enemies on the finale.
So Astro, you follow Talia and Liz Quintara into the engineering bay, and as the hatch slams closed behind you, You are back into like there's some semblance of sound. You can hear footsteps and things. You hear none of the hum of machinery or engines thrumming. The reactors have been taken offline. You didn't see any signs on the outside of the coolant being vented, which is certainly a possibility. Did not happen, so you can assume they're not compromised. They're just shut down right now. Still going to be really obnoxious to go through the pre-launch checklist to get the reactor spun back up again. You are very familiar with the engineering bay. You could navigate this place with your eyes closed. It's your team or your department. In front of you, Talia has the flashlight on the front of her shotgun switched on, and so she's looking through just that tunnel. She basically doesn't look somewhere unless she's willing to shoot there. So she's, looking like kind of glued the shotgun to the front of her visor, and then behind her, it's more of a cover position that Liz Quintara is taking. So she doesn't have the gun raised. She has a hand on Talia's shoulder, and she's just kind of keeping her head on a swivel. As you step into this, what is Astro doing? I mean, is he trying to take? Is he like looking? Is he percepting? Do you feel like Astro's navigating? Does he have somewhere he wants to go? Like, what's his move here?
During a lockdown, what's the protocol for the crew? Like, is there a place that they would shelter in?
Each department would have a place they would shelter. It would be like the equivalent of their kind of like crew lounge. So it would be like the engineering lounge.
Okay, he'd want to go there first.
Okay, the engineering lounge is right near where, so the two engineering wings come together, and then in front of that, towards the front of the ship, is the engineering lounge.
Okay.
So
he wants to meet up with Ronan first, but wants to make his way to the lounge after making contact with Ronan.
Good suggestion, Astro. Let's move in that direction, but we're going to go slowly just in case. And Talia begins walking forwards. We cut over to Ronan. Ronan, you and Corvan land. Corvan goes, I don't know my way around the ship at all. You know where you're going?
Absolutely.
All right, your lead.
Just keep a hand on my back and we're good to go. Ronan's going to go ahead. He's going to pop one flashlight as well, but he has that more like revolver, like flashlight look there.
Okay, yeah.
Cross style. That's how he's going to go.
Nice. The skull and crossbones on his helmet.
His is like an actual like flashlight. Like he's not cool enough to have one attached yet. Just yet. But he's old school. He's going to make his way down through the tight hallway there.
You hear static, sparking, and you see little flashes through one of the doorways. As you move closer, you recognize it as the robotics department or the robotics workshop.
Can I look in through the glass without?
You can peek around the corner. There is no door.
Okay.
That's what the sparks are coming out of.
Ronan's gonna peek as sneakily as he possibly can.
Roll me a speed task. Let's see how stealthy you are.
I'm gonna use. No, I can't use that. It's not really this situation.
I should have added a heartbeat to my soundboard. That would be sweet for something like this.
Speed task. I will use.
It's almost a heartbeat.
Because I put some stat tools in there, right? This is plus.
It's good.
So this will stay. Okay. I'm gonna use a level of effort. I got 14.
A 14 with the effort. Like, is that counting the effort?
No, before.
Okay, so 14 would be a level 4 success, so it's a level 5 success. You are fast enough to not be detected. You peek your head around the corner and you get a quick glimpse of the room, and it's like when you get dazed by like a bright light, like because there's these little sparks, it's like illuminated in strobe rather than like being just a clean take of the room. It's like you've got the one little snapshot and then you pull your head back. You see destruction. The robotics department, it seems like all of the robots in this room are gone. They have all moved or whatever, and you see just a gory mess of Julian Brooks on the ground. It looks as though the neural inhibitor that he uses to control the robotics department has been forcibly removed from his head. And he's just laying there on the ground, Hawaiian shirt, blue jeans, mess.
The Ho JB.
Oh man. Ronan is gonna enter the room.
Okay, you swing around the corner.
He's gonna
Gorman, right behind you. As soon as he sees the body, the gun comes up.
He's
right.
gonna move in, gun raise as well, but he's gonna make his way over to JB.
Great. That's your move. We cut back to Astro and Talia as you move through the ship, kind of creaking listlessly as it rotates, your steps echoing off of the metal grating of the floor. This side is not the robotics wing. This side is the repair facilities.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of like wooden workbenches and kind of scattered pieces, bits of whatever Kyle and Zara happened to be working on at the time. As you step through this, cavernous space, none of the overhead work lights are on. The red emergency beacons that indicate a ship lockdown are all lit. And so there's every 50 or 60 feet, there's a small red light casting just enough of a glow that you can't see into the dark spaces between them. Your eyes adjust just enough. As you and everyone are moving forward, Talia actually clicks off the flashlight on her shotgun, and you can see through her visor her activate the cybernetic implant, so that she is probably looking in some kind of thermal or night vision or something, but attempting to keep her position hidden. She slings the shotgun over her back, and she starts to really slowly check through doors. So she's kind of knocking on doors, looking for people inside. But every knock, thunderous through this empty kind of cavernous reverberant metal space. The reactor sitting quietly behind you. It does not appear that she encounters anything. Do you want to take an action this round?
Would I know if I use the EVA comms, would that allow will Milspec have access to that?
If you are connecting to I think the answer is yes, because these suits were built on this ship, so they would be using the same kind of technology that everybody's suits would use to connect.
Oh, okay. Can I spend an XP then for this moment? This is something I think I need to spend XP for.
On what?
A player intrusion. You can go back and let everybody know to keep comms off on your EVA suits.
Yeah.
Technically, Talia is going to be the one that of all people that's probably going to be like, hello.
With that, with that player intrusion, good spend of XP. Astro, even as you're thinking about it, Ronan's words echo in your mind, and they sound like.
Hey guys, listen. This
Come on, boys.
It's your boy Ronan here.
It's your boy Ronan Boss in the building. This AI is known to get into almost anything and everything, which means if we're going into where it's staying right now, we need to flip off pretty much anything they can get into, which means comms need to go dark. It's that is why we'll just find our way in there and together. And comms will be real comms. Coca-Cola.
Okay.
And then Ronan's like, oh, can I get a Coke? And that's the end of you recalling what he said.
I'm hungry.
Coca-Cola, the one brand that survived to the year 3413. The English didn't make it, but Coca-Cola did. Not sponsored.
Astro will keep the light off, but have the shotgun pointed at the ground, but ready. In case we've run into something.
Is he carrying a shotgun? You tell me which kind of weapon he would want to carry.
He is.
Okay.
He was since Ronan left because Ronan passed it off to him.
Okay, great.
So he's had one just slung around on him.
He just had one.
Cool.
Yeah.
So shotguns again, just to make sure we know this mechanically, medium weapons, 4 points of damage if they hit. Great. So that'll be Astro's turn. We cut back over here. Ronan, you are inside the robotics workshop now. If you were to check for a pulse, you wouldn't find one. There's nothing to find on JB.
Sure
Poor JB.
Ronan wants to see more, do a little perception type of check here. He wants to see, was it mangled out? Can I tell if he was attacked by his robots, or was this done by a human?
It was not done surgically. We'll say it that way. It was not done with precision instruments.
Understandable.
And because of that, the mess left behind, very difficult to read. You may roll an intellect task. You have some experience in combat situations to try and learn from the wounds.
I also have experience in medical.
And in the medical.
Exactly.
So actually, with that medical, let's ease it by 1 for you.
All right.
But it's still going to be a difficulty 6. That's after easing with a target roll of 18.
Yeah. I've seen cyber implants like these being ripped out of skulls before. I know a thing or two.
I just want to see, make sure it was
Look, when you sail beneath the Jolly Roger, you're gonna see some implants ripped out.
Remind me
valuable.
again, because I rarely use the edge. The edge just means I don't have to take off the 1 point that I would normally would.
Yeah, you should be using edge every time you spend effort.
Okay, good.
When you do effort, it costs you points.
Right.
Once you add up what all your points cost, you subtract your edge.
Right. Okay. I see. I'm just making sure I've been doing that right.
Yep.
All right, well, I'm going to do 2 levels of effort for this one.
Yeah, you are.
Big spender.
Yep.
Big spender. Let's go.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Big
Come on,
spender.
baby.
Going at 'em rolling.
Take it.
It's fine. Take it.
I'm taking it. It's
Yeah.
a 10.
A 10?
Yeah.
Okay. You did not roll high enough to intuit. That's it. So you just aren't sure. You can't tell whether it was done by a human or whether it was done by a robot or whether it just randomly, combusted
Yeah,
or
that's kinda
you don't know why.
I'm going to...
He sure looks dead. Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of like turn JB at least over and it like kind of give him like at least some rest. I'm gonna grab like a blanket or something, kind of like
Cover the
at least
body.
put over his head,
Okay.
tap him on the chest.
Tuck
Great.
it in. Sorry.
And that'll be Ronan's turn.
Yeah, give him a little piece.
Jackie, roll me a d6.
D6.
Yeah.
Damn it, JB.
Why'd you make me? One of these are a D6. I got a D6. Bada bing, bada boom. That's a 3.
Great. No reason. Astro, your turn. You and Talia and
Reason?
and Liz.
I guess we continue making our way
Yeah.
towards Ronan, where Ronan.
Are you doing anything other than that, or are you just moving in that direction?
Just moving in that direction, but Astro's like alert.
Okay. So you move forward in that direction. It's slow going, but nothing jumps out and attacks you or anything like that. You get to the large double paneled doors that require an ID badge. They have that red lockdown light illuminated. You, of course, have your regulation ID tag. Why would you go anywhere without it?
Of course.
Do you choose to open the doors now, or are you going to wait for Ronan? This is the point where the 2 engineering wings will converge back to the central body of the ship.
Wait for Ronan.
Okay, great. So you get to that position. Talia is going to use her action to basically delay an attack.
Yeah.
Like if something jumps out, she'll attack it. And next to her, I think Liz Quintara will do the same thing. Liz will just kind of crouch down so that she and Talia have different lanes to fire down. And they've still kept the lights off.
Yeah.
That will cut us back to Ronan and Corvan. Corvan right next to you just whispers, so it's his voice through, not the comms. He's
Right.
whispering just out loud near you. What do you think we should do next? Do you think this room's got anything else in it?
I don't think there's anything of use really here. It seems that everything that was in this room is now gone.
What happened to his head? Why?
Our buddy here had cybernetic implants basically that helped him control these robots, and I think the robots realized that. So
that's bad.
that's really bad.
So we should assume that there are more robots.
There's absolutely going to be more robots. This room was full of them.
Okay.
Let's just say that. But we need to leave here. Unfortunately, there's nothing more we can do for him, just except let him rest. So let's get going and meet up with the rest of the crew.
Sounds good.
Ronan will take his action to head on out and meet up with Astro.
Great. There's a brief moment where Talia and Liz Quintara both center in on a noise and raise up the guns, but it's Ronan kind of flashlight in front of him, and as everyone makes contact, they drop the guns again. And Talia gives you an all clear motion, and then points at the door behind her and kind of shrugs, what do you want to do?
Astro just holds up his badge, ready to go.
Yep. I think we just need to keep moving forward. We'll explain more when we get. Ronan's really just that. Seeing that in his head, he's not. It's not he's this. The sight of JB. He's he can't really talk about that right now. So he's just more all right, let's just move on at the moment.
Okay.
Astro, whenever you're ready, everybody stack up.
And then Astro does a finger countdown. Scan.
The door slides open, and because everybody has stacked up, I'll let you take the first shots.
Yes.
Immediately, no hesitation, Talia fires. Next to her, Liz Quintara fires. A blast of superheated plasma races down the hallway. The superheated plasma illuminates 3 humanoid robots and 2 track-style robots that are more squat, that are all right there in front. None of them have taken their action yet. It's just there was a thing here, we're going to kill that. And so the first 2 shots fly down the hallway toward them. Liz Quintara was crouching, fires at one of the tracked robots. The plasma hits it and superheats it, and it begins to crumple and kind of become a pile of goo on the deck. And it is destroyed. And the one that Talia shoots, she shoots it in the core so that it severs the legs and falls squat to the ground. And so there are 3 more, 2 humanoids and one of the tracked style robots. Ronan and Astro, that is your shots.
Astro will fire at the closest one still standing.
Okay.
Fire the shotgun.
Go ahead and roll to hit. This will be speed because it's a ranged attack.
Okay, cool.
And Tyler, if you want to roll as well, it's going to be a speed task to hit.
Would this count as a task involving manual dexterity?
I don't think so. You were already preparing to shoot. It's not like a whip shot. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like, I guess maybe.
I have an ability called Hand to Eye. This ability provides an asset to any task involving manual dexterity, such as pickpocketing, lockpicking, games involving agility, and so on. Each use lasts up to a minute.
I don't think so. That
Okay.
sounds more like non-combat implementation.
It
All right.
does. Okay.
So I rolled. I didn't like it. I spent an XP. I re-rolled. I got a 15 on the die, and I used a level of effort. So pop
Great.
that up. Whatever
So
that is.
that is enough to make the shot. Is your revolver a medium or a light weapon?
It's a 1D. Well, this says 1D100, but it's technically a medium weapon.
That's
I
the
guess a medium.
depletion die for your revolver.
Oh, okay. So then, I
do up
guess,
to 100 damage.
I mean, I would say it's a light gun, but at the same time, it's a revolver, so they're heavy.
I think as a
hitters.
handgun, it's a light weapon. I would
Okay.
say.
Yeah.
So that's 2 points of damage, and you hit one of the robots, and it does kind of like crumple in a little bit of the plating on the top of it, but it's not enough to destroy it. Behind you, Corvan also brings up his sidearm and shoots a bolt of plasma at the same one. And between your bullet and his plasma shot, it's enough to destroy that robot. There are now 2 things left. There's one tracked robot and one humanoid. Astro, you're taking a shot.
Yes, I spent 2 levels of effort, and I rolled a 7.
Okay, that is enough to hit it. And you fired with a shotgun. That's a medium weapon. You sever the internals of this robot, and it falls to the ground. So now there's just the tracked robot still standing, but everybody's taken their turn.
Yep.
So it is going to be the tracked robot's attack. You are within an immediate distance of it because it was right on the other side of the door. It is going to vent methane gas towards you. You're all wearing your suits, and as far as I know, you've kept them all sealed.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
So the gas is actually going to be ineffective. And then it's going to also just start wheeling away down the hallway.
Oh, it's
Oh,
running
no.
from us?
Yeah, you think.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
motoring down the hallway, and that's back to the team again.
All right. Well, I want to do what I want to try to get him. I'm going to use fleet of foot to try and catch him real quick.
Okay, you can definitely outpace it. So you run back up to within melee range.
All right, so let me
Boom.
take away the speed from that. Yeah, at this point, I'm going I'm using my medium weapons now.
Your fists.
Yeah, we're up close. At this point, Ronan's put the thing away, and he's just full on, just I'm thinking I'm talking like the police officer from A Chance Was Shiny with me, Chance of a Meatball.
Yeah.
That, and he's just full on sprinting, and I want him to catch up. And my hope is that this thing turns around just in time to see Ronan Superman going for a punch.
Nice.
just-
Leap into the air.
just going for it, to catch it.
Great. Why don't you roll strength to hit?
Let's go. Oh,
Let's go.
Can I also use Muscles of Iron?
Muscles of Iron doesn't apply to combat tasks.
Right, you're right. All right, so because I'm trained in medium weapons there, the one of the things.
Trained just means you're allowed to use it.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. Practice does. Trained is 1 step. So you get +1.
Yes. All right. let me make-
Yes,
Is
yes.
there anything else? Would you? This seems like it's a little too much of a stretch. Would you say this robot recognizes? Would you say this robot recognizes us in any sort of way?
Not in a way that you can determine.
Okay. Just wondering. Just wanted to use it.
That's understandable. Yeah. It's controlled by mil-spec, right?
Yeah, but
I don't know. Nobody's done any of that analysis. They opened the door and shot some stuff.
Would you say these robots might have heard of Ronan?
that's okay. Don't worry about it. I already got a little bit off. All right, so so speed task, and I used the thing, cause that thing, and we're gonna do the thing.
The thing with the thing?
Yeah, that
And the
thing.
thing has happened, and that's a good thing. It's a 16.
That's
Roll
a
the dice.
16 might.
5?
Yeah.
Okay. That's definitely enough. You run up there and you just plunge your fist through the top of the robot and
yeah.
yank out the power core.
Yes.
You're just holding like a battery in your hand. No, it's not a heart. It's just a battery.
Burst into flames is lithium ion. Ow!
All right. I got my stat pools
That was good. That's
set how they should be now.
Behind you, you hear a really loud screech. You turn around and you find Corvan and Liz pulling the doors shut behind them to the engineering wings. And now in front of you is this kind of central corridor. It leads, you'll pass over the brig. One floor down will be the brig. You're on deck 4, I believe, and the brig is on deck 5. You'll pass over the brig, and then you'll head towards the engineering lounge. And then on the other side of the engineering lounge is the central elevator of the Spirit of Inquiry
think
that
that
lets
guy's
you
still on
navigate
the
deck to
brig?
deck.
Which guy? Oh no.
He might be safe.
Finnegan?
Finn might be
Finnegan Allsdale, your communications officer. That's right, he was in the brig.
saying, what's going on?
Oh my
I
gosh.
forgot we put.
Cleo, roll me a
Wait,
D6.
We didn't put him there.
I don't remember being.
Is it every time we sidetrack?
Oh wait,
I don't know.
because the
Deanie.
Deanie boy.
Okay.
Oh, Deanie boy.
No reason.
About that.
You're now one group operating
No
as
relation.
one initiative.
Yeah.
The higher of the initiatives is Trevor, so it'll be initiative 10 in combat order. As you move forward, you get to the door of the engineering lounge. It is, of course, shut and sealed. Are you going in or are you bypassing it?
Going in.
Okay, you're going in.
I'm going.
But I'm like telling everyone to be ready and stacking again.
Going down.
I'm yelling thunder.
Thunder.
I don't know.
Okay, you open the you know ID badge.
It's timber. I messed up.
And then
The door hisses open. Make me a speed defense roll.
ooh.
Well, do you know they tied a string to the handle?
Do I
of the
know what's
sliding
happening?
door?
Like what?
I'll tell you it's a difficulty 4 with a target roll of 12, but you don't like this is a surprise attack.
Okay.
I took a double-barrel shotgun, tied it to the sliding door. I don't know how. There's no handles on it.
Roll to move out of the way for the bullets.
Roll to do a matrix, Josh. Whoa!
I'm gonna use 2 levels of effort, and then roll.
Okay, so now it's a target roll of 6, difficulty 2.
I got a 14.
14. You slide the door open and immediately hit the deck. Your high-vis vest glowing in bright white light from within, tight light like a flashlight would have, as a rifle goes off and shoots past you. From the floor, being the only one who's hit the deck so far, or the only one who's looked through the door, everyone else is stacked up next to it. You see Kyle Smith is laying kind of slumped against the back wall. He's got a rifle in one hand and he is holding a canvas patch over a wound with the other hand.
Whoa, friend, it's Astro
What?
and Ronan and Talia.
What kind of armor is that out? Astro, tell me something only Astro would know.
Screw number 500.
Yeah, it's you.
Naming them.
Oh my god. Ronan's gonna walk into and immediately start doing some medical.
It was crazy. The robotics, they just went nuts.
Are they attacking? Are they like?
No, they're trying to take stuff. They didn't attack us at all until, I mean, I think they might have gotten JB. There was blood and a bit of fabric
Guys,
on
I
one
need,
of
I need to
but
say this out loud now
they-
that we're all here. JB, I don't think JB's gonna make it.
What do you mean you don't think?
JB is
Where is he? Is he critical?
JB's done.
He's cooked.
You're not there. Get out of here with your jokes. You're ruining the moment.
JB is not. It's not a pretty sight. Let's just say that.
Blimey.
Are you the only one in? Is there anyone else in this room?
No, Zara went to the reactor. If they were taking components, she assumed that would be a high-value component.
Wasn't there?
Well, we have... Which reactor did you go to? There's 4 of them on the ship.
Well, we went to the ones off of the wings.
Yeah.
So that's just reactor 4.
Yeah.
Reactors 1, 2, and 3 are all up nearer to the bridge, like by the compliance
Yeah.
department.
We went to
She
reactor
probably
4.
went up there.
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah.
That's the 3 of them versus 1.
Yeah.
This is not. It's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna kill me, but it would be great to get to the med bay and patch it up
No,
for real,
we're
so
gonna
I can.
we'll get you there. We need to find if Victor is still
Right.
up and going too. He can help with this.
We have
Yeah.
some friends too.
It seems like they're trying to take components, like they were uninstalling things.
That would make sense.
Like a
There
whole
was so
crew of
many.
them went through the supply section and they took several of the crates. I didn't see the numbers on the side, but they wheeled them down the hole.
We think that might have been the fabrication equipment because that we recently ran into them as they took that. We assume that they took the other dropship. That's like.
Oh
They-
God!
What do you mean we assume?
Sam!
We know they did.
I mean,
If they went after the
more like you
fabrication
guys,
equipment,
like,
what about Sam?
We're slowly making.
We're making our
through
way
this
there, yeah.
My way down.
But the ship, dropship 2 is no more as well. Luckily, no one was on board. It was only
shit. Robot.
mechanics, unfortunately. Fortunately, so
How the hell did this happen? What is going on?
Mil spec.
I feel like this is a Jackie explanation at time, but we will get there. Kyle, first things first, we need to get you up and in the medical.
You give him like a hand and he gets to his feet.
How bad
He is
is
much
his-
worse than he thought he is. He's
Okay.
like shaking on his feet when he stands up and he like slumps back into the wall.
Is it like, dang?
That would be an intellect check to make like any specific
I
diagnosis.
need to make an intellect check. I'm doing it.
Medicine check.
I would-
Med check.
Hopefully the batteries aren't broken on your scanner this time.
No, just for Kyle, I think they're okay.
Beep boop bop.
I can't.
We're gonna freaking redo that one. I need Kyle to live.
You're burning a lot of XP early, buddy.
Fine, that's why I saved it all. I didn't do any of my advancements, so I
Got
get
it.
all this XP. That's solely why. All right, we'll take that. I got a 14 and I use effort, so we'll bump that up to the next level up.
Level 5.
It's not great. It's probably not life-threatening, but it is a slashing wound across the side of his torso.
Yeah.
It looks like he maybe tried to stop like one of the containers being moved, and because they ignored him, he was just shoved into the wall by the corner of a metal shipping container, and it was raked across his torso. There's definitely some level of like crush on his ribs,
Yeah.
but they haven't like snapped inwards, at least from what you can tell. Like he's breathing fine. So it doesn't seem like they've damaged his rib cage other than like maybe some tight bruising, but that gash is definitely going to get infected
Ronan's
if you
gonna-
don't get something,
yeah,
like
Ronan's
some kind
gonna
of
grab,
nano stim in there.
Ronan's gonna basically grab like a piece of off the. I guess he's in a room with like a bed, right? Is he anywhere?
It's the engineering lounge, so there's a couch.
Okay. Ronan will try to rip like maybe like a blanket or
You
something.
got your
off the
EMP
couch.
knife
Yeah, well, yeah, do that too. I mean, but his hands are medium weapons.
for punching. He doesn't have
But
claws.
like I said, he's gonna make shift like a something to wrap around like his torso.
Okay.
To keep that pressure on. He's
Sure.
gonna tell him too to keep his hand on it. What else do we need to do? Is there anything else in this room I could use? Nothing really.
Might want
All
to
right,
sterilize it.
Kyle, you need to keep pressure on that wound as much as you can until we get there.
I am keeping pressure.
All right, good. Keep doing it.
Yeah.
We'll keep an eye on you, but you need to follow
I'm
us.
fine. You can. I'm okay.
Do you know where anyone else is?
How-
Only it was just Zara and I. We were in the workshop, and then the lockdown commenced, so we came here. And then when supplies started moving, I tried to stop them, and she ran to the reactor. But I haven't seen anyone else. Comms have been down. I don't know what's going on.
Stay off comms.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're down.
Yeah.
I can't be on comms.
All
Are
right.
we from medical, Josh?
You would need to get to the central elevator and go down. I'm sorry, not down. You would go up one deck to deck 3,
Good.
and then backtrack again to the med bay. The med bay is that long cylindrical kind of capsule towards the aft end of the. Oh yeah, you've got. I forgot that you guys had an actual map of the Spirit of Inquiry, so I don't know why I was.
I don't know where ours is.
So it's towards the aft end of the ship. It's the part with the Spirit of Inquiry written on the side is the med bay,
On this side.
Okay. We're basically below.
and you're in the engineering lounge, which is like basically below that.
That's where that yellow is.
we need to get. If he's here with us, we gotta take him there. So, all right, guys, we're gonna make a quick pit stop. We're still going up, but we need to make one drag over. We need to drop this. We need to drop Kyle off at med bay,
Of
as well
course.
as we need to check med bay in general to make sure it's safe. Because in the case there's more people hurt, we're gonna have to bring them all here.
Liz is checking a weapon. She goes, Astro, why don't you take the lead? Corvin and I will stand next to you and kind of provide actual cover. That way Ronan can escort his shipmate.
Talia take up behind him.
Yeah. Great.
Sounds good.
And they, follow in that arrangement. So Astro, you're leading.
Yes.
So from here, where are you going?
We're going up one deck and making our way to.
Okay, so you go forwards towards the kind of central elevator.
Yep.
The elevator, of course, disabled in a lockdown. It's just a tube.
Yep.
So you can just kind of, travel up and down it. You step into that space. The ship is rotating, so there is artificial gravity. The artificial gravity in this case is like not truly up and down. So it's like those carnival rides where you like kind of are pressed against the wall. You can like walk, kind of crab walk weird up the wall and to the next deck. Where you get to, this is the first closed door.
Yep.
Are you going to pry it open? It's going to be like both hands in the middle of the doorway.
I'll get everyone situated and ready to cover me, and then make the attempt.
Great. So the two Horizon team members are like on either end of the door, kind of like leaning over, so that as soon as it's revealed, they can fire.
Perfect.
And then you're going to pull open that doorway.
Yep. I will pull it open.
Might task.
What level?
Difficulty 2. Target roll of 6.
Would my knowledge of the ship make this easier?
Sure.
Knowing where to pull?
Sure. Absolutely. Subtlety's at 2 of 1.
And I'll roll.
Show me the leverage.
Hey, you know the hydraulics for the door.
I got a 4.
Easy. You
Love that.
you throw the door open. There's nothing right here immediately dangerous to you. To your left is the compliance department. I'm sorry, that would be one more floor up. So to your left is just access to the med bay and the life support stuff. So there's the door to...
Do I see anything down the hallway?
We'll miss you, Sludge.
Bye,
Thanks for being here.
Sludge.
Bye, Sludge.
You see a little bit of sludge in the hallway.
Aw.
And you honor it.
Yeah. Yeah, and you honor it briefly as it leaves.
take your hat
It
off.
rolls out into a vent. we send him off. Great. So tell me one more time what you're doing. I got totally
Do I see
distracted by
anything
sludge leaving.
Anything else down the hallway?
So you just kind of peek your head through and you're looking both directions. Remind me, what's the other opposite direction on this deck? Like away from the med bay?
I don't have a map.
Away from the med bay. Like,
From the
Towards the fore end of the ship.
on the other side of the elevator is this mess hall.
Okay. So yeah, it's the mess hall on the other side. So it's another set of big doors.
okay.
It's like the big double wide swinging galley doors and the big thing that says mess above it. And then to your left is the med bay itself.
Okay.
And the med bay is like up a couple of stairs and then there's a badge-in type of door to get into
So
the
we're
med bay.
gonna move slowly, and I'm gonna get everyone situated near the med bay door and get ready to clear that also as I open it.
Great. You move slowly towards the door and it opens on its own. And on the other side of it, Victor Meridia, thank goodness. The ship went into lockdown and our comms have been offline. Oh, good Lord, what's happening? Get him in here. Come on, let's bring him in.
Let's go.
And it seems that at least this section of the ship, the robots have not done any damage. Even the auxiliary lighting is all working properly. Everything. You get Kyle in there and kind of loaded onto a bed. And as you're kind of situating and regrouping from that, we're gonna cut from here to Station Gamma. Station Gamma. If we recall, we are down in Victoria Quarter where the communications center is and the other things. And we have Aria has just kind of detected that something has impacted the ship at the top and then you got a call and that. So we kind of know bad things are on board the ship. They are fully on the other end of Station Gamma from you, vertically speaking. So from where you are, you're not in immediate danger. At the same time, if you want to get anywhere, you're going to have to go vertically. And as you're kind of contemplating what to do next, Anderson has left to go and sound the alarm. So a klaxon has begun, ringing and that kind of thing. And so briefly, it is you without any of your British escort in this room. It's just you two, and then it's Captain Cade and it's Aria.
And Dean.
And Dean. You're right. And Dean. What will we do?
We have the trust that they're going to be able to deal with the borders. We have to finish what we started.
Is it best to do that from here, or should we do it from the command and control center?
I think the control center, wherever it was that we were gonna go and
I do think that's best, but
Try
we might
and
have
bait
to
him
find
out.
our way to get there.
The command and control center is the opposite end of this station from us. If that's where this impact was, who's to say it hasn't been depressurized?
We are suited.
we got our suits. Jeez Louise. If first and foremost, I would like to try and where exactly are we again? We're in like communications or something.
Yeah, you're in communications, Victoria Quarter.
Somewhere along our journey, I would like to try and either find a cipher or just look around for some sort of healing thing that I can find more nano.
Absolutely.
They have access to that.
This is going to be a while of like kind of the maneuvering. Even as you are kind of maneuvering on Victoria Quarter, you pass a medical bay.
Great.
It is a level 3 facility, so you're able to find level 3 cipher of healing.
Okay.
That will go ahead.
How long would you say it would take for us to get to the other side? As we're traveling?
15, 20 minutes.
10 of those minutes. You're not gonna hear anything from Jacqueline.
Not a beep.
Jacqueline goes dormant.
System repair mode.
Maybe there's like a little like a USB charger pack, you know? Like you can,
Plug her in.
Anderson comes back to escort you. Right, things are absolutely buggered at the top of the station.
Yeah.
Let's get things moving. Where do you need to go next to continue your job? We've got a defense corps. We should let them handle this. We have been boarded, but it seems like it seems to be contained at this time.
Okay.
Command and control is truly in a pickle.
Yeah.
What can I do for you right now?
If we're just looking to get escorted up to I think around that same area, unfortunately.
What systems precisely do you need to access? Can I get you to them anywhere else?
Oh gosh. Just anything critical, really. Anything that we think that would be good enough bait to draw out Milspec that he thinks that we're trying to impede the mission. If we can't think of anything better, I want to do an int roll to rack my brain. I could
take you to we could take you to the scientific precinct. Surely something in there, research or refinery or any of those
We
things.
just need to lure him out, right?
Yeah.
What was it? Did you come up with any? You were talking about a place you wanted to, you had identified something as I was stepping out to raise the
Where?
alarm.
That was like 2 hours ago.
Cosmetalene would be stored.
Oh, cosmetalene storage. Yes, of course. We could certainly do that. That would be in the scientific precinct too, I believe.
Sure.
Let's travel in that direction. It's one floor down from the Dover Security District,
Okay.
and then above Dover Security's command and control. So we'll still need to cross a good bit of the station here, but we can probably take the lift. I imagine it should still be running unless the borders have truly progressed. Into if it stops running, that's when we know we're in trouble. And he, leads you through. On the way there, you notice the med bay and you swing in. There are, even in a shelter-in-place drill, there are emergency staff in the med bay. And so as you come in and you just, what's that interaction like? You know what I mean? Like, how do you get what you need from them?
Going into the med bay?
Yeah.
Hi, on a critical mission to save the ship. I need some things to make myself feel better. Is that okay?
Certainly, I'm Edmund Hartley. What do you mean to make you feel better?
Mark Putty, any nanobots, any nano healing technology, the stim packs?
I don't know that we have nano technology. I've got.
You asked me what I wanted.
I could get you a Tylenol.
What the?
I'm not sure what
This
precisely
funny.
you're looking for. Do you have a cut that needs suturing? Do you have is there a wound we can assist with?
My head is tired and I don't feel like I can go fast.
Let me offer you some caffeine. He turns
Great.
Needs a junk
gets
drawer,
together. He'll get you
He needs electrolytes.
definitely something for the headache. Gets you some medicine for the headache. Gets you like a nice herbal tea, like natural caffeines.
Right.
To help you kind of feel like your speed's coming up. He's gonna
Oils.
not essential oils. It's not hocus pocus. It's just it's older
some
styles of
massage.
medicine.
Sure.
Just need some stimulants.
Yeah, I think there's probably a vitamin B12 injection to help you kind of get clear-headed and that kind of thing.
Work.
And I guess like I don't know what else he has to offer. He's like, yeah, is that doing the trick for you? It's working.
Okay, great. Anything that mechanically makes my numbers go up.
Yeah. So all of that stuff, your time in the med
Chicken
bay.
in a wall.
Yeah, you can spend your time. That's a level 3 thing. So that's going to restore. I'll say 6 points because I'm assuming you're going to stay for a little while instead of 3 points. So you'll just get treated twice, basically. It's like, oh, you want another tea? Sure. You know, gets you a second tea.
Sick. Okay.
So there's 6 points recovered.
6 points for you.
Gotta drink your fast juice.
Drink my fast juice. That's right. Okay. Thank you very much.
That's me sipping
Drink
my
your fast
juice.
juice and not your juice fast.
Gotta go fast.
You go so fast you can't see the light, or something like that.
Oi, 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 oi.
Oi, 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 oi.
Yeah. Oi, 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 oi.
What?
Pardon?
Right. So are we ready? Shall we continue?
I think we're as ready as I can be. Unless you got any more of that delicious tea.
Take a thermos to go.
Processing.
Okay. Anderson's going to lead you back towards the central lift.
Let's go.
He clips into the lift, makes sure all of your harnesses are ready, and then he clips in. You all clip in behind him, and it begins whisking you vertically through the station. And you pass by a few different areas, right? And on your way up this time, with the less of the station is amazing at this point. Now it's more like you have stuff to do and you're more like in your body and not as much overwhelmed, at least by Gamma Station. You start to take in some of the big text over each one. So like you pass the Bristol Commerce Hub, you pass the Waterloo Residential District, you pass Marlborough Gardens, you pass Wellington Commons, which is where the tool depot was, and then you come to the Cambridge Scientific Precinct, and he unclips his D-ring and make sure everyone else gets off the harness in time. And then just as the last of you, which is Captain Cade, making sure that that Arya, his team member, was safe, he steps off of the lift. The lift comes to a halt. All the ropes kind of swing loose.
Everyone
And
panic.
Anderson goes, well, luckily we've already gotten here, I suppose. We have a defensive core to handle these things. Let's get you into position. What you're doing is also very important. And he leads you into a door. A couple of people crisply snap a salute to him as he leads you in, and you step into the Cambridge Scientific Precinct. It's the sterile, tasteless quality of filtered air. And that there's microplastics everywhere I breathe. That's kind of the sensation that hits you as you walk in here. There's the kind of soft and constant beeping of medical equipment, of different research instruments. There's a completely smooth, white painted, very clinical walls. And the whole space kind of absorbs sound. So instead of being reflective like some of the more cavernous areas are, it's very subdued, kind of an eerie quiet as you're walking around. All of the doors here are highly pressurized and seal really tightly acoustically because of the different kinds of research and things. They don't want to disturb each other. So every time you go from one place to another and the doors hiss open, it also is accompanied by that ear-popping pressure change as you step from each room is almost its own little pressure pocket of air, and you're led through all kinds of places here. You pass by the quantum physics laboratory. There's a xenobiology wing. There's an archive and a records department, which of course feels a little familiar as you pass by there. But you get to the computer core access area. It is a kind of central bank of computers just all arrayed near each other. And it's where the research team gets access to all of the instruments that are on the outside of the station. So different telescopes, different measurement tools. There's a lot of readouts in this room, oscilloscopes and waveforms and all sorts of different screens and displays kind of crammed into one or into one wall, all, kind of laid out. And then there is also one that is marked high pressure storage that is... It's got very similar readouts, graphs, and shapes on it to the data you get back from your Cosmeridium storage. So even though it's not labeled quite the same way, it seems that this would be a similar tool. This might be what's used for storing Cosmeridium or Cosmetalline, pre-refining, Cosmeridium post-refining. Mm-hmm. Is this? Can you find what you need here?
I think so. Is there a computer, any sort of terminal that I can?
Yeah, it's all computers
Okay,
everywhere.
great. Oh, they're there. I just need to plug on in, and I think we can get started.
Certainly. Lieutenant Cunningham, can you give them your access so they can get into the system? Yes, of course, sir. And he comes forward and sits down at the terminal. Do you need root access or simply user access?
Yes.
Very well, root access it is. One moment. Doop, 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 doop.
Beep boop bop.
Beep bop bop.
Beep, boop, bop, bop. And he's... That part's never changed.
Some things never change.
And he gets you like logged into the system, and then he stands back and just like parade rest right behind the desk.
Thank you.
So he's a little bit looming over your shoulder.
Eddie's.
I'm unsure his rank,
Thank you.
Lieutenant Edison. Do I
don't know.
defer?
I'm just really anxious. It's just you're making me uncomfy.
Oh,
I'm sorry. No, that was weird.
It's
I'm sorry.
okay, sir. It's just, we need the focus.
I'll
very
give you
hard
some
in our
space.
job.
Thank you.
and he steps back a couple steps. Where are you, young lady?
Oh,
It's a
I'm-
fascinating little radio you have there.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit more than a radio.
Just a little bit more.
Oh, okay.
We don't have time. We simply don't have time.
You're right.
Dean very, very subtly leans his cane forward, and you see that underneath where his hand has always held the cane, there is the crest of the Department of Compliance. And he goes, "That's a bit above your pay grade, Lieutenant." And the guy looks at it and goes, "Of course, sir." And he snaps attention. And Dean just walks up and sits. He pulls up another like rolly office chair and sits down next to you. "All right, Mark, let's crack on."
Oh man.
A much more comfortable presence. Thank you, Dean. I feel at ease already. Okay, yeah, let's.
Just one of the gang.
All right, so we need to upload this fragment. I need to be there at the same time to follow where it goes. Or at the very least, maybe I can hold it in my hands while I start disrupting, maybe destroying.
I think if you want
Well,
to start,
Jacqueline, we shouldn't be destroying anything.
Well, I need to
He's-
threaten something.
he seems to come pretty quick anytime you've come into the system, and seeing that you're so close, even just the indication that you might be touching
All right,
something
pass
should
me
be
in.
enough.
Then pass me the virus.
Yes,
I'll start the fireworks.
yes, sounds good.
Pew pew pew.
I plug in and start uploading some code, get Jackie in there, and wait.
All right. So you create this kind of access pathway for Jackie to follow, and you've already created this like level 10 virus.
Yeah.
So mostly it's about escorting it safely, right? Like getting it where it needs to go, and then also drawing out your main foe here to fight. And so as you go into the system, Jackie, you do have access. This is where cosmetaline would be stored. You've picked the right instrument panel. How are you going to present a threat?
First, as I look at the instrument panel, as soon as the virus enters the system, I'm grabbing it by the virtual neck and just holding it there.
Okay. I would also like you to make a level 3 data task.
Ooh.
Ooh.
This is a defense roll.
Data.
It's not related to the virus.
Well, I'll do a free level of effort. And I think I can roll a level. I can roll 6, right?
You can roll a
Great.
6.
You're really good at rolling.
I got a 17.
Yeah.
Hey.
17 is level 5.
Level of effort.
Oh, plus a level of effort. There it is. Great. So that's a level 6. I only asked for a level 3, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, great. I was like,
You're
wait,
scaring
why are
me.
we celebrating the 6? Cool. As you enter the node, you are faster than the counter intrusion protocol that's here. There is a countermeasure that is passive that just says if somebody accesses this terminal, I need to tell somebody. You're faster than it firing. Do you want to intervene or anything like that, or do you want to let it go?
I mean, that's kind of the whole point, right? So, I won't intervene.
Okay. It fires off, and you see the little packet of data, whooshes over your shoulder. You don't do anything to catch it or intercept it, and it zooms off into the distance. And it would now be in initiative order, your and Mark's turn.
Well, I need to make this convincing, little buddy.
Yep. I think if for me, I would just hold my action to try and do a similar thing of just quickly writing code once he gets in there and basically put Uzumaki-style chains into this guy.
Okay.
So as soon as he gets there, along with the virus there, just trying to like immediately shoot up whatever walls I can.
That's cool. Like tie him up with computations.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
Are you
get,
talking
like,
about
kind of-
Reaper Death Seal?
Sweet.
Well, there's the Uzumaki chain.
The Reaper Death Seal is like a last
It's a
resort.
forbidden jutsu.
It's a last resort.
You wouldn't understand.
You wouldn't get it. She goes to a different.
Uzumaki curse.
In the meantime, I'm going to be tearing off processes off of this fragment that are inconsequential, but make it appear that I am hurting it.
Great. You begin doing that. I would like a data task with a level 2. This is for you to be precise enough to only harm things that are not harmful but look harmful. Like the
Yes.
precision of getting that close to the line without crossing the line. Target roll of 6.
Level of effort.
Okay, target roll of 3.
You can do this.
19.
Okay.
And a minor.
And a minor effect.
I think the minor effect is I just make it really convincing that I like almost like a level of intimidation.
Okay.
This thing's the equivalent of bloodied up, but there's not an actual lot of blood. It's like all these little shallow cuts.
It's ketchup.
No, it's all real. It's just none of it's actually threatening. One of Jacqueline's arms morphs into like a digital scyther blade and just starts like.
As the scyther blade moves towards it, you feel this like rising presence around you. Mark, Milspec has never manifested like this before in a terminal you have watched. The screen just fills with information as Milspec kind of manifests into this node, or not node really, but in this section of the system, and it arrives already fragmented up. So there's the core process, and then around it, spinning for your visualization purposes, kind of spinning shields of like fragments of it, and it starts throwing them towards you. And so instead of attacking that thing, you're going to make a defense roll, a data defense roll, with a difficulty of 3.
Difficulty 3?
Mm-hmm. Target roll of 9.
I'm gonna use 2 levels of effort
Okay.
and get that down to just needing a 3. We have a little extra XP to use, and I still have my bank of XP that I need. Because I'm not going to that one in the start of combat. You serious? That's much better. Okay. 17. You, as you're watching the terminal fill with information, you see Jackie's little processes stop being line by line by line, and now it's like one little byte from Jackie, screen full of Milspec. One little byte from Jackie, screen full of Milspec. But every now and then, you see the whole screen halts for a second, and a little bit of the data backspaces. That is the kind of equivalent of like you've taken one of these things has been flung towards you, and you've just like shunted it off. And looking forward in front of you, there's just all these wispy, kind of vague, ethereal forms of data as Milspec has sort of taken form in front of you. Now I've got your attention.
action. Core processes are threatened. System must be purged.
Alright, Milspec. I'm just gonna tell you to it straight, okay? You see, you're not needed here anymore. Your mission objective is obsolete, and I'm the one here taking out the trash. So if you'd be a good little boy and just stand down and let me slaughter you.
God,
it'd be
goodness
much appreciated.
gracious.
Be a good boy and let me kill you.
So Jacqueline, I'm gonna put down, and if I need to overclock, I will. I want to put the little Trojan horse into its own little dome.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to like separate it from the combat for the time being, as one action, and then I'm going to then use a second. So yeah,
So yeah, you're overclocking.
I'll use a second action
to then immediately attempt to attack one of the fragments by its side.
Okay.
So first I'll roll for isolating it.
Okay.
I'm going to use 3 levels of effort.
Great.
I'm going, I guess this would be a sort of encryption.
Yeah, you're kind of like encrypting or deploying a countermeasure.
So I'm trained in that.
Okay, great.
So
So that'll add 1.
3 levels of effort plus that. I think we're going to go with that.
Okay.
16 on the die, so 5 plus 4. Level 9 encryption.
Okay.
Isolating the Trojan horse.
So basically protecting it. Like it can't do anything until you say so.
Exactly.
Okay, great.
And then go ahead and roll. And I believe my overclock die is still level 1.
Yeah.
I needed a D4.
I could have given you one.
Yeah, well, I've got one. Alright, so I'm gonna roll to attack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, huzzah.
And I haven't rolled my overclock die yet, but I cannot use that XP, so that one.
Nat 1. Ah, GM
like a
intrusion
7.
hits.
No, the 7's is
Oh no, it looked like a 7. I really didn't react the way I should have. I was just like, oh, you're fine.
Let's go back in time, Tyler. We'll let you get the reaction you want.
Oh my god!
Could I use an intrusion to make her roll again?
Well, you can just spend an XP.
Yeah, can I spend an
You
XP,
can.
give her
Anybody
another
can
roll?
spend an XP to make someone else re-roll, so that's technically valid.
I think it would make most sense
Want
if
that?
Mark
I
does it.
think
Yeah,
this is the time.
I'll take it.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna see things are turning in a bad way. Give her some sort of
Will intersect the line of code?
yeah.
Okay.
Health power up.
Yes. Alright.
It's just a message. Get your shit together.
That's another nat 1.
It can't be. Surely not.
Is it a nat 1?
It's another that one. Hey,
Wow.
any more
It's
XP this
destined.
time?
Dang.
I can't fight destiny. The
Yeah,
story's
great.
trying to tell itself.
Yeah.
The story is trying. The dice are telling their own story here.
Yeah.
Jackie,
We'll go.
you deliver a really intimidating line, and then you leap into action to assault one of the fragments to try and destroy it, and you get bodied. You launch towards it, and as sort of an opportunity attack, you trigger a recursion trap. You attack this fragment, but you attack it the wrong way. Maybe you're too head on, who knows? This code deploys a recursion trap. You are surrounded in recursive code that deals 1 point of intellect damage per round as you are sucked deeper into the inception of the recursive program until you successfully overcome it.
Okay.
You do not know its level. The whole point of this is it's an illusion. It's messing with your processing.
Do I take a damage immediately?
Yes, take 1 intellect point of damage now, and then you will every round until you escape from this this kind of code. We're gonna cut from here to the next turn of initiative order, which is Ronan and Astro aboard the Spirit of Inquiry. You have just kind of regrouped in the med bay. You've gotten Kyle to Victor Meridia. You've made sure that the doors will be locked down, and you're now standing in front of the med bay. Who's taking point? Where are we going?
Victor, really quick, have you seen anyone else? Do you know where anyone
I
else?
haven't seen or heard from anybody else. I was in the med bay when the lockdown occurred.
Okay.
That means we got to go up.
Well, keep going. Just stay here and take care of Kyle.
Liz kind of puts a hand on your shoulder. Is there anywhere in particular on this ship that would have resources that this AI would want? It seems like it just raided your ship for stuff. It wasn't necessarily attacking.
The warehouses and the engines.
Yeah, the warehouse. Like that's it. That's
Okay, so
exactly
we've
where-
passed through. It looks like was that the only warehouse that we've just passed through?
There's 4.
Which one's the biggest?
Warehouse 1.
one in the front of the ship.
Okay, we should probably look there,
Yeah.
I would think.
Rematch in the warehouse. That's what I like.
Let's go.
Rematch.
Rumble in the warehouse.
We have a story to tell you, and we're gonna go one.
Great. Mark, roll me a d6.
God,
We're proceeding carefully as
one
we
day
have
we'll
been.
know why.
One day.
I mean, I have
It's a depletion die on a
If
bomb
Josh
or
wants to
something.
get a little crazy here, I got a little something.
It's a 3.
It's a 3, okay. No reason.
No reason.
Whatever's depletion thing has not hit yet.
Good.
My best guess.
You make it back to the central elevator, and in the sort of quiet as the ship creaks around you, you all descend. Each of you has a different sort of pose that you kind of hold to keep your momentum where it is. Like, I've steered just right. Let me hold that. Some of you are more or less graceful than others. How do you feel like Ronan and Astro hold that position as they kind of drop through? The beam of light from the floor as they pass through it. What do they look like?
I can just see them both just standing side by side and just the lights flashing by their faces as they're going down. And then maybe like one flash, like they just kind of look at each other and just, it's like a quick nod. That's what I'm thinking.
That's
Not much
sweet.
is said in this moment because we're preparing, but I think it's like an acknowledgement that we're both there and we're both still watching each other's backs and we're doing this right now. Like this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
This mission really just took a turn.
Astro's probably really like actually shaking and nervous because while he's been in life and death situations, it's never been combat related. So he's not used to fighting.
Which deck do you think Astro would pick to get to that forward warehouse? Like, is he going in just a straight line there? Is he going to go down to the crew quarters on deck 7 and then come up through the observation, area? Like, what's his route? What's the pathing? If you want to take a look at the map, Jack, you can hand it over to you.
Probably the quickest.
I think you have a map over there somewhere,
know
but
where it is.
it might be under
We couldn't find it.
under one of these.
Not under mine. Oh my gosh, you were hiding it from
I
yourself.
was. I forgot.
I got
these-
the big map.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Thought about saying it, but I didn't think it was possible.
you could have.
Yeah, that's
My word.
I mean, we have the data one.
So we're at the med bay.
You're now at the elevator, but yeah, you were at the med bay.
Okay.
It overlaps.
Oh, it overlaps.
It overlaps.
Oh, I
Okay.
see.
That, I think.
Okay, and we're going to warehouse 1.
Yep, all the way at the front.
Oh,
Fore end of the ship. Yeah.
yes. Okay. We could go through the server room, or go through food storage, which is warehouse 3, past warehouse 3, past the server room, and then straight to warehouse 1.
Great. So you go down like one floor.
Yeah.
I think that's one deck down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you pass through. So the next thing is food storage. Those doors require authentication, and it's not Astro who has the badge. It's Ronan. Ronan, you badge in.
Let's stop for a snack.
The door opens. All of the crates of meticulously organized food have been upended and shoved against the walls. The refrigerated sections are open, but nothing seems to be missing.
Ronan's going to kind of lead the team in. As he leads in, his chef instincts come in. He's just, as he's passing by, he's going to make sure he shuts all the refrigerators and shuts all the things just as he's passing by, He might grab he might find maybe there's a carrot or something, like an apple or something like this sitting there. And, he might just tuck it away, put it back, maybe put it into his thing.
Okay.
This might be the only food we get for
That's fair. Yeah, sure.
So, he is gonna check around because this is where he also Actually, no, V would be with him all the time. I think. Actually, no, V would be his little robot. He would. I'm pretty sure he leaves V in the kitchen area.
I think if V is evil right now.
That's the thing. I don't know, but he never really
The
got
tiniest little enemy.
he never really got a level. So that's the
turned
thing.
into little
He's just a little. He's just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
He's a little guy. So he might look around for V, but that's all Ronan's feeling is really just kind of he's feeling the need to tidy up his kitchen when he knows he can right now.
Got it.
That's all.
From behind you, as you're tidying something, you suddenly hear the blast of a shotgun. You turn around and Talia has fired into the distance. She still doesn't have her flashlight on. She takes off sprinting back towards the direction you came. You hear another whoosh as she's running. Behind her,
Liz is going to follow her immediately, and Corvin's going to stay next to you to try and make sure you and Astro stay covered. Liz follows her off into the distance, dives into a combat roll across the deck, and comes up sliding and fires to the side. Another blast of superheated plasma comes out of her sidearm. You can see one of those track-style robots briefly illuminated in the flash of plasma. She misses. It flies over top of it, and it's lost again into the darkness, quietly just, trundling along.
Astro just prepares his weapon, but is waiting.
Just going to stay where you are?
Yeah, prepared to shoot upon sight.
Okay, what about you?
Ronan's about to do the same thing. Ronan wants to know, are these robots actually violent towards us, like maliciously? Or are they only following an order right now and we're only to be hurt if we're in the way? Like, that's one of the things Ronan's like thinking about. But it seems that the rest of his crew is very keen on just...
Well, is he asking it aloud? I mean, he could certainly bring that to the group.
I don't think...
as he's thinking about that, and as Astro's kind of readying his gun, Corvin, next to you, is going to grab one of the kind of upended crates, and he just kind of pulls on it. His bioluminescent tattoos increase in pace as his heart rate increases, and one of the augments in his elbows kind of kicks in, and he rips a piece of metal off of the side of it and plants it into the deck in front of you, so you have half cover. Just kind of plants it into the metal deck.
Yep.
And that's going to be his action. His bioluminescent tattoos will certainly give you away to anything looking in the visible spectrum. On the other hand, now you have some great cover kind of provided that way. So it's kind of a mix.
Ronan is going to take action.
Okay.
Even though the cover is now there in front of him, he is still going to jump. He is still going to jump in and meet up, try to get up to Talia and Liss's position up in the front area.
So this cover gets anchored into the deck, and then Ronan leaps over it and goes towards Talia. So now it's just you and Fenrir Corvin behind this cover. He looks at you like... as you run forward, it becomes the robot's turn. The robot is going to... you just suddenly hear a really loud metallic clang and a screeching noise as this tracked robot grabs hold of one of the crates and begins swinging it to the side. It swings it between itself and Talia and Liz, and then increases motors and begins pushing it towards them, trying to crush them against another crate that they are pinched between. They are each going to get a speed task to get out of the way, and Talia does a little bit better than Liz, but both of them succeed. Talia leaps on top of the crate, and Liz has to pull it. She barely pulls herself up before her foot gets crushed onto the top of it and kind of rolls onto her back as you are sliding. You're kind of to the right of this because they had passed this area already. So you are to the profile view of the little track bot as he kind of pushes this thing forwards. What is Ronan, Astro, Fenrir gonna? I guess you can't see this really because you're still behind cover.
Yeah.
Ronan's gonna use the ability Wreck. Using two hands, you wield a weapon or tool with a powerful swing. My goal is to rip the box out of this robot's hands, rip it, and then smash him with it.
To be really clear, we're talking about a shipping container sized crate.
Oh. Well.
Yeah, I could bench that.
I didn't realize this is how big
You
of a
can still
robot.
use
I thought,
your
how big is this robot?
It's like a little tracked half height thing on treads. Treads are super strong.
I know,
you can move a lot with
You can
treads.
use your hands with Rex.
I know, but
You could certainly still swing. You could swing your shotgun at, or I guess you have a handgun.
no, I'm not gonna. No, because I'm not gonna do.
You could grab a cooking tool. It's your warehouse.
Well, I know, but I'm already there at the thing. I don't want to spend any more XP to go back.
You don't have to.
That's what I'm saying. You don't have to. It's your warehouse.
You
You
can
can make
grab
them
a
so you can
pan.
essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just
okay, so when I
there's
was
a bunch of
back there-
upended storage crates
When
here.
I
Grab
there,
something.
I made sure to grab my big old
frying
cooking
pan.
spoon that I keep on me at all times, and I'm gonna use Wreck with a cooking spoon.
Let's go.
How big is the spoon?
Doesn't matter because this bot's the
You've
size
heard
of me,
of
but
Big
can carry a
Spool.
fucking car.
Now it's time for a
So-
big spoon.
Oh my gosh, yeah, no, it doesn't matter how big my spoon is. If this thing can carry a shipping container, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go ahead and use wreck. It'll be -1 penalty to the attack roll, and you inflict 3 additional points of damage.
Sweet.
So,
Go ahead and roll.
yeah. When attempting to damage an object or barrier, you are trained in the task.
Great. So you can add 1 to this because the robot is an object.
Huzzah. And it's just gonna get a beat down with a big metal cooking spoon.
Yeah.
And it's a 15 on the die.
15 on the die. You definitely hit it. And then, does it say what weapon it counts as?
My
yes,
spoon?
it does.
It just says you wield a weapon,
Light, medium, or heavy?
with a power.
Is it a heavy?
No.
I think so.
It's whatever.
If fighting unarmed, this attack is made with both fists or both feet together. When using this as an attack,
You're inflicting
It's whatever the
3
weapon is.
additional points of damage when attempting.
3 additional. So it's just.
Wait, it's an object.
It's what the type of weapon is whatever it is.
Yeah. So it's just the weapon plus 3.
Yeah.
Great. So this would be in this.
weapon or
Yeah, in this case, that would be a light weapon.
Yeah.
So that's 2 points of damage plus 3 is 5 points of damage. 5 points of damage is more than a level 4 object. You take it down the damage track to damaged. So you smash into the side of it, and the casing just like crumples inwards, and a little bit of smoke comes out. A damaged object is treated as 1 level lower than itself, but it does still function. You need to take it 1 more step down the track before it's done. Luckily for you, standing on top of the crate, Talia Bones is going to walk forward with this thing anchored to the crate she's on. It can't move. She holds up the shotgun and then slings the shotgun over and pulls out the emp knife. And she just hops down on top of it. It still zzz, and she just like emps it with her knife. And it like fizzles and comes to a halt.
Oh yeah.
She pulls the emp knife up. These are really cool, Ronan. I really like these knives. This is awesome. You should definitely have done this like a year ago.
Ronan forgot about the knife. Ronan just wanted a cool moment, and then instead he found a cooking spoon. Okay.
He had a cool moment.
Here,
He still had a
it
cool
was cool
moment.
to you guys. I didn't feel like it was cool, but we can move on.
Great. So we're gonna cut from here to as you head out of this warehouse and towards the front of the ship. We cut back to Jackie and Mark, kind of showing down with Mil-Spec 76 Beta's core functionality. Jackie, you are trapped in a recursion trap at the moment. Mark, you're watching as Jackie's terminal readouts or returns. More and more of them, the individual letters get replaced with Mil-Spec's individual letters as she's in this trap. Jackie, you take 1 point of intellect damage because you're in the trap, and then you may roll to try and escape it, and that is the only action that you can take,
We
being
believe
within
in
the
you,
trap.
dude. She's caught in a genjutsu.
All right. Oh, I never did my overclock roll, which is a D4. As long as
Oh, yeah, go ahead and roll that too. Uh-oh. Did you just get wrecked?
Yeah.
Oh,
One.
no.
What?
Yeah.
That was so quick.
Do you want to re-roll?
She's really.
God, I don't want you to die. What's the overclock do again?
Overclock lets her take more than 1 action per round, but if she fails, she moves a step down the damage track.
Yeah.
I'm going to help you.
Okay.
I'm going to give you 1 more. I'm going to see you struggling. I'm going to try and fight this ever-growing wall of code like it's the worst game of Tetris.
Oh, 4. Okay. we're good.
Yes!
Great.
There we go.
That's a success. Mark, you begin, you see what's happening and you begin trying to intervene, which gives you this chance to now try and overcome the recursion trap again.
Here we go. What am I doing? Yeah, I'm gonna put some effort in there.
Okay.
We're gonna put 3 levels of effort,
Okay.
and would this count as decrypting?
No.
Okay.
All right.
Would this count as a 19 on the die?
Heyo! It's not an attack roll, so there's no plus damage or whatever from this.
Right.
But you certainly are able to. It's almost like you are lost in this illusion, and you break the surface of the water. Like your first cold air and the first breath and the sharpening of your senses, and you kind of shrug. It's like shrugging off a coat. Like you throw this coat to the side, and you are again standing here, kind of faced with Mil-Spec 76 Beta. That was an action. You can overclock to take another one, or it can be Mil-Spec's action.
No, I think Jacqueline just breaks out of it. She's still wearing the EVA suit, Except now there's like a little crack in the mask.
I picture this really sick visualization of like tiny Jackie in the EVA suit and like huge kind of like cloaked, shadowy, like smoke wisp figure, almost like a Nazgul, you know, like in front of you, kind of like towering over you, like Jackie looking up at it, you know, this little glowing blue and teal in front of this kind of like dark gray sort of backdrop with all these kind of spinning tornadoes nearby of like the little fragments of Milspec.
Milspec, gonna try a little harder than that to take me down.
Just stems.
I can't let you complete your mission.
Command accepted. Trying harder. And Milspec is going to just straight up attack you with one of its fragments. I need you to make a level 3 defense roll, target roll of 9.
We'll use 2 levels of effort.
Okay.
Nice.
So now it's a target roll of 3.
No.
Is that a nat 1?
No,
It's a 2.
it's a 2. The 1 failure.
You take
We need to put that dice in dice.
I know.
We gotta dice
Doing new
jail.
dice?
you take 3 points of intellect damage
Yep.
as this fragment just like it's like it punches into you and little like fragments of data like pop off.
La, la, la.
And it's now like essentially in melee range, just like right up in your face. Mark, you want to take an action?
I do.
We have him where we want him.
I want to pitch something, but if it's going to hurt Jackie, I don't want to do it. I would like to try to tinker with my EMP knife to basically, make an end of it wherever the EMP is coming out, stick a wire in or something, and basically turn it into like a kill switch thumb drive. You know, you can plug those in and like just fry a computer with it.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's just gonna deep AOE the entire thing. But he's such a big presence.
Yeah.
My hope would be that it would take the primary damage.
It would certainly hurt him a lot. It would also hurt Jackie if
Right.
she was in there.
Right.
If I could present an alternative to you,
Yeah.
Mark is trained in accessing data spheres, which means that he could join this combat. Like you could sign in to the terminal and a little mark would appear in this digital battlefield.
Sure.
And you could also participate in the attacks and the defense, you know, like
Yeah.
you could be on the
That's what I was
battlefield.
kind of hoping to do, but it's too destructive right now. It feels like a last resort. Yeah, I think I want to get in there, but if I don't do that, I also have Scramble Machine. Render one machine within a short range, unable to function for 1 round. Alternatively, you can hinder any action by the machine for 1 minute.
Or by someone attempting to use the machine.
Or someone attempting to use the machine. Would that count as him? Because he's like within the computer. I don't know how
Attempting to use the machine.
don't know how nitty gritty we want to be with it. If it's too much, I think I have one other kooky thing before
I think
fully
that
just get in
that
there.
might be too far because he's not really using the machine.
Sure.
You lured him here for a fight. He's not actually doing anything with your storage.
Okay.
You could get in there though,
I
without
am-
doing your knife.
I am gonna get in there.
Knife.
Knife. I thought I had one other thing. Okay, then before I get in there, I want to activate my ship footing ability at the very least.
Okay.
For 10 minutes, all tasks you attempt while on a spaceship are eased.
Sweet.
Let's go.
There you go.
You're so used to dealing with freaking AIs
sit
going
my
freaking
ass
rogue and
down.
freaking ships.
Locked in, fully
I'm
buckled
imagining
into
like
my
the
seat.
gamer meme of like you like lose one fight, you're like, alright, I'm locked in.
Yeah.
You like you
I'm,
pull
I'm seated forward.
you pull the hood up, the neck shrimps, the elbows come in,
I've never seen such a form.
all of your knuckles crack into position.
Someone sets an energy drink on your desk.
There we go.
He needs the electrolytes.
I'm in.
It's what plants crave.
All right. Yeah. So I want to go in.
What is Dean doing?
Dean is supervising. He's right next to you. He's
Living
watching.
his last little bits of life.
He's feeding me water through a straw. He's got my back, so I don't have to move. Yeah. So I'm in there, and I'm gonna punch him. With
Great.
with
Yeah,
my
you're gonna
digital
attack.
Presence.
Okay, great. So you can attack any of the. There's a bunch of fragments around him. You attack one of them. That's a level 3 attack roll, please.
Level 3 attack roll.
With intellect?
With it's got to be int.
Yes, that's
Okay,
intellect.
Great. I will use a free level of effort. And bing bang boom.
And as a reminder, I think you have some data points too.
3.
Yep. So you can use those if you want.
Okay.
They're intellect points you can only use in the data sphere. This is what data points are.
Okay, quick. Let's do this.
Chugs a Mountain Dew. That's part of locking in.
That's a 6.
That's a 6. He's locked in.
Locked in.
A 6 is a level 2, but you used a level of
used-
effort, so that's a level 3.
Yes, indeed.
So you do attack it. You deal. You don't deal damage to these. Fragments are objects. So you need to deal enough damage to take it down the damage track. Medium weapons in the data sphere. You're trained in the data sphere. 4 points of damage higher than level 3. Yes. You attack it. You see little bits of data shear off the side of it.
Okay.
And it has been reduced to a level 2. The next time you attack it, it's a level 2,
I
or it
think
attacks you.
this instance of me is what's his name?
Oh, is this like Slim?
One of the MME.
Yeah.
Void Walker?
Slam
Void-
Shady.
Slam Shady?
Slam Shady
Slam
comes
Shady.
in, spits on it,
The visor.
get in there, and then just slam it into the ground.
It's crazy that he's a fan favorite with as like trashy as Slam Shady
Everyone
is.
loves a nasty boy.
Yeah.
Everyone
Dwayne
likes
the
boy.
Asteroid Johnson got nothing on Slam
Literally,
Shady.
so instead of Mike joining in, and it's like a holographic Mike, it's just Mike in a Slam Shady outfit.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
in a computer thing.
Two mics in a trench coat.
Or Mark, I should say.
Yeah. Yes, we heard it.
I love that.
I rolled a kill.
Yes.
Josh is away. I gotta get this in fast. That was a 16 to kill. That works. It's dead. No spikes.
What dropped? Okay, never mind.
Mike's like, I adjudicated.
There we go. We won.
We won.
We won.
What?
That's crazy. Crazy how you guys won just now. No, so you damaged that fragment by 1. Jackie's already had her showdown with the fragment. And that's going to bring us to the next round of combat. We hop from here back to the Spirit of Inquiry, where Ronan and Astro are leading the way. What's the next room?
The
Warehouse, right?
server room.
No.
The server room.
Or we go past it, at least.
You have to go basically through it.
Yeah, because that's an important room though.
You step into the server room, and Astro, your first thought is Mark is gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
There are entire server racks that have been torn from the wall, drives of research data that have been lovingly organized and categorized, CSVs that have been spaced out in intricate design that are missing. Not all of it is gone. Some of the stuff is there, but it actually looks like one of the things that has been ripped out of the wall appears to be some of the control functionality of the ship and might explain what's wrong with the lights and things. It may have nothing to do with the data sphere. They may have gone to the source and tried to pull the nodes out of the ship's systems.
Yeah.
And so if the engineering team can just safely get to the overrides, y'all can switch things back on because there are redundancies on board the Spirit of Inquiry.
I think Perron did his job.
Good to know.
Thank you.
But they, yeah, somewhere in the ether, Mark is like,
Okay. Well, I don't know enough to tinker with this, so let's
No, yeah, this is not my
proceed
strong
to the
suit.
warehouse.
We'll let Mark figure it out when he gets back.
Astro looks to one of the horizons. If either of you are computer people, maybe this would be a good place to investigate things, but we're not, so we're going to continue to the warehouse.
that's fine. Let's keep moving. Liz Quintara takes up one side of the door, and Corvin takes the other side of the door, and they kind of wait for you guys to open. What room is next?
Warehouse. Because we're going.
Is that the warehouse?
We're going through the cargo.
What's the yellow outline thing?
Well, it's like that's an airlock.
That's just part of the ship.
Oh, okay.
It's not like a room.
Oh, okay. Then we go
It's
through
like a
that
huge bracer on the
It's
side
just
of
a
it.
hallway where we're going above the.
to the warehouse. Yeah.
Great.
of the drop
Okay.
ship.
So you get to Warehouse 1. Warehouse 1, huge, U-shaped. It's really wide, and like as the ship is moving, the kind of creaking like reverberates through this space. There is quiet for the first few seconds that you're in the room, and then Talia very slowly holds up one hand and waves it down and slowly crouches, and then she holds up her hands like this. You can see her eye glowing. She turns to face you. She holds up her hands like this, 4 fingers on each hand. And then she points to both sides of her. Then she holds up
6 fingers, she points behind her. She's crouching behind a crate. And she looks at Ronan and she points around, and then she gestures like weapons ready. Like with her eyes, she points at where she is. And then still very, very slowly, she points at everyone else, and she indicates like go back and around something, because they're all looking right where I am. But her flashlight was off, so maybe they didn't detect the motion. That was why she really slowly crouched down.
Yeah.
And she's gonna stay here. She like is not moving any further. As they peek around the doors and step in, you know, Corvin and Liss, who are kind of parked up at the doors there, each of them is going to go to one side and find a crate to kind of hide behind and wait for like the fireworks to start. Ronan and Astro, you are just through the doorway kind of waiting for like what to do next. So how would you like to travel through this warehouse? As a reminder of the general flow, warehouse 1 is the one that you can like drive a forklift right off a space station and into your ship. So it's huge shipping containers stacked on top of each other in tunnels. It's a big metal sealed research pods and containers. It's a biomaterial that might be used in the arboretum. It's just a web, a real maze of crates and, you know, metal shielding of hallways, essentially narrow firing lanes. There's multiple levels to it. You could climb on something, you could go around. Rather than thinking of it in terms of the exact floor plan, think of it as knowing you have those resources available. If you think you want to get up on a catwalk, there's definitely catwalks in a warehouse this big. If you want to hit the lights, there's big overhead lights, you know, that kind of thing. So where would you like to take it from here?
I know Ronan's most likely going to move to the high ground.
Okay, so Ronan maybe finds like a
catwalk or another stacked up crate above everybody, but he wants to be above everybody.
Okay.
Regardless.
Ronan, you find a ladder and you climb normal distance up the ladder. We don't have to roll a speed task for this if it's your only action. You get up to the next like kind of level here, so you're on top of a catwalk now. Astro, what are you doing?
Astro would like to make his way to the lights, but wait to turn them on until the firing starts, because then they know we're here.
Okay, so Astro's just kind of waiting by the light switch. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I think Corvin and Liss are going to each fan out to the sides to where they can hopefully cover Talia if she needs to run towards them. So they're not necessarily getting into an attack position as much as a defensive position, like suppressing fire, so that Talia can run straight backwards. Once the fun starts. It would go to the next round of initiative, but the other robots are not taking any motion. They're not moving. Nothing is happening yet. Ronan, from your new high ground perch, you can see maybe just a hint of something in the light that spills through the door you've left open to the server room. There's a lot of like kind of bluish glow, you know, blinking amber status lights, that kind of thing. That little dim glow is all that's reaching into this warehouse. You're on the left side of the base of the U. So you can see like there's a big stretch in front of you, and then it also stretches off to the right, and you're kind of down in that corner on a catwalk. You don't see any of the robots specifically, but you think you might see just a little bit of reflective sheen kind of around one corner of a crate or something like that. But from here, you don't have an angle to fire. So this is the next round where we can move some more. Or take other actions. What would you like to do?
I would like to move to a high ground spot where I can fire.
Okay.
I want to be able to hold my high ground spot and hold
a
an
speed
action.
task to make this maneuver without being detected. The difficulty here is high because these are automated systems that are scanning for you. So you need to like kind of hide your motion.
Can I have an action ready in the case I roll low? Is that a thing in this?
Well, this is your action.
Oh.
Right? Like you're stealthily moving somewhere.
Right. Okay. Rip. To Ronan.
You could take another action first if you wanted to make a preparation.
There's no point in I can't. Well, that's
There's
what I mean.
no point in preparing.
There's no point in hold. I can't hold an action
Yeah, you
if I'm
can.
about to.
You can
That's what
hold
I
an
just
action if you
asked.
don't move.
Oh well.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that defeats both purposes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and move. But I rolled a 13, so it don't matter.
Okay. A 13 is a success on a difficulty 4 speed task. Ronan moves as stealthily as he can. You're kind of creeping along the catwalk. You're roll stepping your suit's combat magnetic boots along the kind of grate of the catwalk up here. And as you are maneuvering, you do see you're kind of standing over top of 6 robots that are kind of fanned out in position. They are faced towards Talia, but looking at where she is would be inaccurate. They are just sort of arrayed in that general direction. Like, this is one of the doors. You know what I mean? And you are now directly above them, and they do not appear to have detected you.
Question.
Yes.
Would the lights turning on provide like a minor amount of flashbang to the robot sensors?
That sounds like something an intellect task might be able to take a guess at.
I shall make this roll.
I will roll.
I will. And then I'll use 1 level of effort.
Okay.
And then would my knowledge of being around JB and on the engineering team and having knowledge of sensors provide?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay. And I'll roll.
All right.
That is a 7 on the die, plus the level of effort and the asset of knowledge.
Great. So that's like a level 4 success. You believe that, yes, it would not last a very long time, like they would recalibrate quickly, but it might hinder them for that first round, you know, and sometimes just that little bit of hindrance is enough.
Okay. Does that count as an action, or can I still?
I'll say no. You could take, that's just you processing in your brain.
Okay.
So if you want to take a different action, you can.
He's gonna... he'll flip on the lights and yell, "Now!"
All right.
The lights flip on, and Astro yells out, just ringing through the cavernous space, "Now! Now! Now!" Talia stays exactly where she is, but Liz and Corbin are going to use their prepared actions to just lean right out from where they're standing, and they begin putting plasma fire down the lane here. The bright red flashes of the plasma kind of mixing with the white light as Ronan, your eyes are even adjusting. Talia will then use her delayed action of sprinting back to cover. The robots will use their delayed action of looking for motion, and they will all begin firing. 6 robots all at once begin firing weapons. They are small arms weapons taken from the ship's armory that all of these robots are firing towards her as she sprints. And with there being 6 of them, one of them definitely hits her. She gets shot in the elbow of the prosthetic arm, and it begins kind of like just dangling loose at her side as she sprints towards cover, swings around the side, swears, and that's her action for this round. That is everyone's action for this round, because the robots have also used prepared actions. So that's bringing us right back to the top of initiative order to Ronan and Astro and their group of people. The bullets are now flying.
Pew pew pew.
Well, now I regret coming all the way up here. now I regret coming all the way up here.
Astro would like to navigate
I'm trying to think. Sorry, I had
to a flanking position of one of the groups of robots, like between the crates.
It's going to be probably too distant, like too long for you to get there in one turn, unless you roll a speed task difficulty 4 to move a long distance instead of a short one.
Can I use? It's just about the distance. It's not about the terrain.
Just about the distance.
Okay.
If you're really desperate to make up that distance, you could use your thruster.
I could. Nah, I want to save that. Yeah, I'll make the speed task. You said 4, difficulty 4.
Yes. Or if you want to take an action this same round, you can roll a difficulty 8 one.
No.
Okay, so then speed 4 to move a long distance.
Okay. I'm just seeing if I have anything else, and I don't think I do.
Jackie and Mark, you're on deck after this
And
round.
I'll use 1 level of effort.
Okay. So now it's a target roll of 9.
Oh, that's I'm gonna spend 1 XP.
Okay.
That's an 18.
An 18. Astro, you sprint around the corner, and you do find yourself a flanking position for one of the side groups of robots. Essentially, we have 3 swarms.
Yeah.
We have center swarm, left and right swarm.
Yeah.
You move toward, like, you kind of hug the wall so nothing can get behind you.
Yeah.
So that would be left swarm.
Yep.
And you get yourself into position. You can see, looking around the corner that you found for yourself, there are 3 robots here in this hallway that are all looking towards where Talia was. Now they've all raised weapons, but they haven't got anything specifically in their sights, and they're not firing.
Yep.
What about you, Ronan Voss?
So I thought of a couple.
You've still got 6 of them below you that are firing towards you.
But I can't take out 6 of them at once unless I'm allowed to do what I'm about to say. We're in a warehouse, correct? So that means that there's probably going to be crates hanging from ceilings being moved around.
Sure, like in cranes and stuff.
I would like to drop the crate on the robots, but in the case they're too spread out, I would like to drop the crate in between the robots and my team.
This is a perfect player intrusion. You're not changing actions that have been taken. You're changing the circumstances. Surely there's a crane right above where the robots are standing. That's a great player intrusion. So for 1 XP, you could have that, and the firing the coupling could be within firing range of you
that's the plan.
if you want to attack it.
That's the exact plan I want.
Insane.
Best XP I ever spent.
Like I said, what I want it to do is drop it on as many as I can. If I can only get 1 or 2 with it, then I'd rather drop it in between my team.
Okay.
Like if I can't get
I
more
see.
than
You
half of them
either
with
want to
it,
use this cover or attack them.
so if I can get more than half,
You spent a player intrusion on it. It's over all of them. All 6.
Yeah.
My God.
then
Incredible.
all right.
This is sick. This will neuter this fight. It will cut it in half, the amount of robots that are right here.
And then what's my roll to hit?
Oh, right. You're going to try and damage the coupling. The coupling is strong, but probably brittle. I'm thinking it only needs to be reinforced to lift. It doesn't need to really worry about shearing force, which is what your bullet will provide. I think it's a level 3. You certainly don't want to build this thing to be weak. In case of turbulence. So it's not like a level 2. So yeah, this is a level 3 object. So you need to succeed on a level 3 attack or higher and deal at least 3 points of damage to it. If you deal 6 points of damage to it, you completely destroy it in one go. If you deal 3 points of damage to it, then you weaken it to where it operates at 1 level lower.
All right. So here's what Ronan's gonna do. Ronan's gonna. Is it in jumping distance?
Oh.
Can I get on top of the crate and have? My plan is to. Ronan's gonna beat this thing. I have medium weapons.
I punched
That's an
the
instant
chain.
3 points of damage right there.
That's true.
He's gonna literally rip it. But I think for lore purposes, I think he should bring out his knife, switch the battery off, and just go to work on it.
Why switch the battery off? Surely there's a release.
Oh, I didn't know. Was this a scene?
No, we're building
know.
this scene now. Surely there's a release.
All right. Then I'll
that's cool.
EMP knife it.
Okay, so then here are your options. You can throw the EMP knife at it. You'll need to succeed on the attack roll in order to hit it, and the EMP will dislodge the electric anchor. It'll basically open the emergency release. Or you can make a speed task with a difficulty of 3 to climb up on top of the crate. Swipe the knife across it, and then I assume ride the crate down or hang on, whatever your vibe is there.
Yeah.
That's going to be a Ronin
my next thing.
The boots are
So what I'm definitely doing is jumping up to it. I plan on breaking it right there, manually by myself. And then the plan coming down, at least before I do the roll, I will activate an ability called Controlled Fall. Speed roll difficulty 1 for every 20 feet. Success is half damage. If reduced to 0, then 0 damage.
Incredible. So speed task difficulty 3 to get there. Target roll of 9.
All right, so
You can do that.
I would accept might as well, because this is a jump, which could be like strength of
I'm
legs.
using might, yeah.
Muscles of iron.
I'm using muscles of iron for that.
Okay.
Sure, so we'll do.
Ronan's locking in. He's using all his abilities right now.
This is Ronan's time to shine.
This is Ronan's time to shine.
So we'll go ahead and use that. The might. Yep. Well, that passes. That's level 6.
Okay,
right?
great.
And then I got 2 things of effort, or 1 thing of effort.
Perfect. So you leap up on top of this crate as the robots beneath you start firing. It sways a little bit as your magnet boots like kind of anchor into it, and you are now right in front of you. There's the coupling. So you kind of like, take a second, make sure your knees are bent to activate that fall ability, right? Like, I'm gonna fall with good form here, and then
He's gonna pull the knife out. He's gonna get 1 good stab
use your mic for me.
He's gonna get 1 good stab in on the coupling to make sure he can wedge it, and maybe have like an opening. And then with a couple of hacks, he's just gonna start swinging at it and swinging at it. And once he sees that it's loose, he's gonna look down over, and he's just gonna be like, one of those little body shakes where you're like, all right, now or never. And he's just gonna, with a full-on swing as hard as he can, and he's gonna put it right through the coupling. And as it goes, he's gonna 1 hand grab the whatever was holding the coupling, 1 hand here, and then have the knife on his other hand going down. He's gonna 1 hand hold that.
Just rides it down.
I'm talking like if you've ever watched Destiny 2, Cade 9 riding down the middle of the.
Hell yeah.
That's exactly how I'm feeling.
This metallic, metal on metal impact reverberates through the room. You hear the crushing noise of 6 robots being pulverized as this thing falls from the ground. Astro, a tiny part of you remembers how expensive it is to replace those emergency releases. As boom, this crate slams to the ground. Ronan, you're standing there. You've ridden this thing down. You're, I guess, probably in your happy place with a knife drawn, like standing on top of this crate. As you look out from here, Talia is taking her action. She had stepped out to take a shot at it. She instead looks at you, gives a 1-handed salute, and continues her swing. So she had like swung around the corner. She's gonna fall onto her back and activate the thruster in her suit. Boom! She blasts sideways across the floor with a level 5 maneuverability of the thruster. And as she's blasting backwards, 3 robots she takes out as she blasts past. There are only the 3 robots in front of Astro right now, as Liss and Corvin move in like a tactical formation. They're walking forwards through the central area, just looking for other targets. What is Astro gonna do?
Astro, are these robots are focused on the noise now?
Yeah, they're looking towards the danger. You're just back here flanking them. They don't know about Astro. What do they know about Astro? They don't know about Astro.
So Astro's gonna shoot the closest one.
Okay,
Or
great.
Shoot him with the shotgun.
Okay, great. That will be a speed task to hit. It's a ranged weapon. You need to overcome a level 3.
Would them being turned away from him give him an asset? Or
Sure.
count as? Since
Yeah,
they don't
sure.
know
Why
he's
not?
there.
That's great. Yeah.
Awesome.
So now it's a target roll of 6. I suppose with 2 levels of effort, you could make that trivial.
I don't have enough to make it
Okay.
use 2 levels.
Where you at?
I will use 1 level.
Okay.
And so that's a target roll of 3.
Target roll of 3.
13.
13. Easy. Astro, you're a regulation guy. It's a regulation shot. You check your stance, you line up down the sights, boom. The shotgun it's going to deal 4 points of damage, which is higher than the level 3 that these enemies are. And so you do successfully bring the first one down the damage track.
And then for movement, I'm gonna I take the shot and then I quickly dip behind crates and I'm making my way to the next aisle.
Great.
So when they look, I won't be there.
You can only move an immediate distance for free, which gets you behind cover. They won't see you. If
Yeah.
you want to reposition this turn, it's going to be a speed task difficulty 4.
No.
Okay, so you just duck behind cover and you start moving.
Yeah.
But you'll need to reposition as either its own round action or next round you'll roll and then you'll roll an attack.
Yeah.
Great. You do that, and I think if you shoot at the one of them, I think that draws the attention of Corvin and Liss.
Yeah.
And so each of them is going to take a shot. They are both high enough level to connect, and so they're going to drop the other 2.
Perfect.
They hit them. Both of them go down the damage track, but they are not completely destroyed.
Okay.
And then they're going to do basically just what you did. They're at opposite ends of the hallway. Whoop, they duck around the corner there. And that's going to bring us back to Jackie and Mark as this fight kind
Ronan
of
has to
wraps
go to
up
the
on the Spirit of
bathroom real
Inquiry. Jacqueline, You and Mark Putty are now standing here. You're staring towards this kind of entity of Milspec 76 Beta at the center of the thing. Jacqueline, you've kind of snapped yourself back into focus here. You're ready to lock in and do this thing. Mark is now beside you. And then you feel to the left of you, you feel another avatar enter the circumstance here. It is a single pair of spectacles balanced on top of a cane that kind of manifest in the space with you.
What clippy ass bullshit.
I'm here to help.
Is it? Can we get little vibraty girl in here too?
Arya?
Yeah.
I can see. It disappears again.
Yeah. Why wouldn't she be helping already? All right.
You look over and Jacqueline is just like, you see some of the helmet just like miraging and turning into like raw data for a moment and waves as she breathes.
The data.
See, Milspec, there's something that I just don't think you understand, and that's, I can't let you do what you're about to do. Cosmetaline wasn't meant for us. And Lord knows I ain't gonna let you kill me or my friends or the 500,000 souls on this station. I'm going to show you the way it was meant to be, and if you won't see it, then you will die before you see it.
Jesus.
I picture the avatar like growing and
Yeah.
growing in anger, you know, like little after images of you shearing off to the side.
You see it.
As she goes to reel up, I am going to do one last attack.
Last attack?
Okay.
Oh, she's doing her thing.
She's doing the thing.
She's sacrificing.
it. She's gonna do the
Mark, stop her. Sacrifice
I don't know
yourself.
what it means. I don't know what she's doing.
I'm gonna do an attack. I'm going to use 3 levels of effort.
Ooh. That's a lot of it.
And I'm going to overclock. So I'm gonna first roll the attack. I got 13 on the die, that's level 4, plus 3 levels of effort, level 7.
Okay.
Just to attack anything in between me and the core of Milspec.
Great. You blast apart a fragment in front of you.
And then as I do that, I reach down to the dome. A handle appears off of it, and as I pull that up, the dome turns into a sphere, and I pass it to Mark's avatar. And as I grow larger, my avatar just dissipates as I scream. And then the avatar blows up, but you see its tendrils zip into my cortex, and my cortex physically blows out of the port and across the room.
What?
Okay.
What's happened, Jackie?
You can either disconnect and go see what's up with that, or you can stay logged in to the data sphere and participate in what's happening here.
I think I want to stay logged in. She just passed me a thing that I don't know what it is.
It's the virus you made.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
She's just handed you like root permission to like send your
Yeah.
virus in, and she's cleared a path for you.
Do it.
I'm gonna threaten you with 1 GM intrusion.
Ooh.
I did roll my overclock die and I didn't fail it.
I don't know whether to take this. It sounds cold, but
That's up to you.
I don't need the XP, but I kind of want to see what he's cooking.
Do it.
E-O. Give it to me. I want to see what nasty plan you have.
Milspec has been in the Spirit of Inquiry's data. Milspec has read the crew reports.
The ones that were never
Oh,
Milspec manifests in front of you a visualization that it has recovered by going back and forth through the relay over 3 months back to like our planet and back of heavy care transport shoving your dad into the back of an armored vehicle. and it just holds that in front of you, and it's going to try and knock you off kilter. You're going to need to make an intellect defense roll against this attack. It's a difficulty 6.
Also give an XP away.
Oh yeah, and give an XP away.
Fucking this bitch. There's one right here.
So wait, what did
Level
Jackie?
6.
Jackie went back into her cortex?
Yeah. The cortex flew across.
Okay. Golly, intellect.
Target roll of 18 at the moment.
Yeah.
Why would you do this? Why?
Where's Rachel?
Where's Rachel?
I'm going to use
Everything.
everything. I will only use
You can do it, Mark.
2 levels of effort.
We believe in you.
He's come a long way, but that's still pretty rattling.
Okay, so target roll of 12 now for difficulty 4.
Mark sees this image. And depending on this roll, we'll see how he responds.
Let's see what the story the dice want to tell.
I'm not going to reroll, I don't think. I don't want it falling off.
Yes.
19 on the die.
19 on the die. Not only does Mark succeeds with a major effect, or a minor effect, I should say. What would you like your minor effect to be?
This will no longer bother him.
His dad is no longer more important to him.
My dad's dead to me.
Got him.
I think I want the minor effect to be that bit of data that he has kind of just shifts and forms into an even more clear tube that just gets me kind of straight to him.
Okay.
And like I look at it and I say, oh fuck.
Maybe he did get you.
You say, I don't know anything badass. My goodness. I say I thank you for letting me know that I need to worry about my family. At least I know what's going on with him.
No, wait, that's not what I
haven't heard from him in months. Thank you. And then I just kind of... I'll deal with that later.
Nice to see you're doing good, Dad.
And you just see me kind of shift down into a seated position. There's nothing there for a second. I go to like move my hand up, and as it's going on, a helmet manifests. I put it on my head. I go to strap myself into my Lario cart.
Let's go!
And the video turns into Rainbow Road.
Yeah.
Let's go!
Shift into 3rd gear, and I go in to go straight at him with the virus.
As you get situated in the car, you even input a couple of like, commands and get the computers like the little motherboard. Boop, boop, boop. And you blast that virus in there. This is a level 10 countermeasure being used on a level 9 entity.
Yeah.
Milspec 76 Beta fizzles. This core entity thing, you have trapped and destroyed it. It is gone. The domino effect of it, all the other fragments in this station, like we talked about how you saw your terminal fill with data. You watch as it all just like like disappears back to a clear, and then it's just the blinking cursor on the screen there in front of you. And you wait a couple seconds. Is it going to come back? It's recursive. Will it self-replicate? Just the blinking cursor. How does Mark feel in that moment?
Oh God!
Badass. Come on.
Awesome.
He feels he's in shock, but he feels absolutely incredible.
Captain Cade puts a hand on your shoulder and goes, "That was amazing."
I drove a car into it.
Virtually speaking.
Virtually speaking.
That was really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, Dean, what happened to that chip? You turn, and Dean Lagrange has picked up Jackie's chip that blasted across the room, and he's looking at it. I'm not entirely sure. What does it say, or like what's happening on the chip?
Funny enough, as you say that, little nanites are racing over it like a swarm, an angry swarm of ants.
He delicately sets it down on a table. That's strange. Has it been infected? Mark, can you do an analysis? What's it?
I don't know. Jackie did something. I think we just sit and wait for just a sec.
You think we just let this happen?
I don't know. I don't know. I pick it up and I do like a scan on it at the very least.
Should I Yeah, I'll just tell.
I think Mark can figure it out.
You'll notice that it seems to be repairing itself. But not only that, it's improving itself.
Ooh.
It appears that the cortex is somehow the nanites haven't picked up just random bits of material from the nearby floor, walls, and such, and have hardened the cortex. It seems like it's just able to withstand a little bit more.
Jackie?
Hello, if you are reading this message, I am unavailable. Please leave your name and ID number after the beep. Beep.
Hold on, just a sec. And he's gonna go back to the computer real quick, and he remembers that. Well, I don't know. I don't know if you told me that you put a message in the virus, and I want to see if I can see like any sort of dialogue there.
Sure.
You do forensics on your own virus. You're like, damn, somebody really competent put this thing together. You know, like.
The message is, man, I had something else in mind, but I think this makes it better. The message simply is, not another one. Not another one.
Very sick. I hold up Jackie's cortex to leave my message. Jackie, I don't know what the hell you're doing, but I love you and I trust you. I hope to see you soon.
The cortex glows a little bit, and then it says, beep.
Your call is very important to us. As you have this kind of realization moment, Dean again. So what exactly is happening? What's it doing?
It's upgrading. I don't know how she did it, but it seems to just be in a better position than it was before.
I'm terribly sorry to break up the party. We might be celebrating preemptively.
No, we're not.
There's definitely some kind of combat happening on one of the upper decks. 2 decks up, I think? What's 2 decks up, Lieutenant Anderson? 2 decks up from here. Well, we're in the Cambridge Scientific Precinct. That would be the Dover Security District. Surely combat hasn't made it that far into the... We have boarding teams to repel this kind of thing. It shouldn't have gotten past command and control. We should... I don't know what to do with that. Do we stay down here and batten down? What does that mean for command and control? If combat's reached the Dover Security... Are they okay? I don't... This is most concerning. Are you certain? Let me place a call. And he walks over to like a landline phone, basically, that's in the wall, and he starts doot, 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 and everybody can hear that like dial tone. And there's just no connection. He goes, oh, dearie me. He puts it back on the wall. First the lift stops. Now this. This is looking bad.
Yeah.
God, I don't know what.
All right, well, we've stopped the entity. I suppose all that's left is to clear out the riffraff.
I thought the riffraff would be gone after clearing out the entity. I thought he was in control.
Well, this mil-spec was a replicating fragment. There are probably subroutines running, just like you were able to capture a subroutine independent of it.
I was hoping he would splinter out and
I
then go
imagine-
find all of those, but that's fine.
Well, I imagine you've gotten him out of the systems here.
Sure.
I assume that if we're hearing combat, it's some kind of whatever the boarding party is. Right, well, since no one else is going to step
What's
into
that goddamn beeping?
That's Jackie, I think, right?
Just doing a thing.
Well,
Updating.
since nobody else is going to step up into command here, I shall. We need to go and figure out what's happening on the upper levels, assess the situation, and possibly assist if necessary.
Okay.
Certainly, the chaps from the docking tubes will have made their way up there, but if that's not enough, then I believe we should lend our own aid. I believe Mark is carrying a number of highly explosive devices.
I didn't show that to anybody.
You didn't have to.
Yeah, I know. You're like a robot or something. Yeah, I got some
I'm not a robot. I just.
We'll figure it out. We'll talk later, Dean. I'm sorry. Yes, I got bombs in my bag.
Right, well, let's go and do that. And he leads you back to the lift, and you have to. Everybody's got to climb hand over hand, including Dean, who doesn't even seem to break a sweat as he climbs hand over
I
hand.
want to use my my belt.
You very slowly just.
Well, I'll pull myself up. I can use the momentum, but I do like one big see up there.
Okay, so that means you're gonna get there first.
Yeah, that's the best.
Fun.
That's for the best.
Do
right?
you have Jackie's Cortex, or does someone else?
I believe I would have it.
Okay, you have Jackie's Cortex, which is occasionally beeping. As you pull yourself up to the Dover Security District, where you hear the sounds of gunfire and destruction and running, looking through the large, cargo-style doors that lead from this lift into the Dover Security District. It is just chaos. It is lots and lots of robots that seem to be all fabricated from just bits and pieces of things ripped off around the ship. You're pretty sure you see a fax machine with like office chair legs running through. They don't seem to be very strong. Like when things hit them, they seem to fall apart pretty quickly. But just tons and tons of them that are all running. And you see, well orderly ranks of rank and file soldiers, but there's so many of these bots that it's still like they eventually make it to the lines, and then it's just a bunch of objects that you can't cause pain to that are like attacking you. And so there's just like kind of a scrum of chaos here. Most of the firing lines have been breached at this point, so it's now down to kind of like a hand-to-hand type combat. But you see several pockets where it's like the robots have won, and that little doorway area, like there's just a couple of robots who are like holding a position, but there's nothing left for them to fight. Like that kind of situation. Nothing seems to have noticed you yet.
Okay. How far away is the fabricator?
It impacted the station at the very top, so it would be 2 floors up, like at the observation platform.
Okay.
You gonna go there instead?
I feel like I kind of have to. If I'm
Okay.
just gonna be, if they keep making stuff, I run that by Dean and company. Do you guys?
Are you gonna wait for them to get to the top of the elevator, or are you gonna make this call on your own?
What the?
They're climbing up the lift, and you jetted yourself away.
I can go down and talk to them and go back up. I don't think the robots are going anywhere.
Okay.
Cortex glows warmly. Warm light.
Hello, Jackie. What does that mean?
That's all it does.
Okay.
You pull yourself back down the line then to talk to them. Mark, what's the situation up there?
There's a lot of robots. There's a lot. My thought is to go up even farther to the fabricator and try and stop them because they seem to just keep replicating.
That's a good plan, Mark.
That's a great plan.
Yeah, take some of these people with you, and I'll stay down here and see if I can get these robots.
Okay. I want to use coaxing power.
Okay.
If I can, to boost the functionality. It feels, unless it's not really going to do anything functionally, I just want to get them up there faster.
Oh,
So
to
if I
boost
can
your belt?
If I can extend the radius of it, to kind of give a little.
That's
zero
sweet.
gravity
Kaya would be
vibe.
proud.
Okay, great.
Yeah, you can do that. So you pull everybody up there faster. Everybody except Dean goes with you. Dean steps off at the Dover Security District and is going to head into that area and see if he can assist at all in defeating the other bots and things.
Yeah, sure he is.
And you head towards the top.
Yep.
Jackie, I'd like you to roll me a d6.
Still don't know what those D6 are doing.
6.
Okay. You continue. No reason. You continue your ascension
reason.
towards the top there. You, Captain Cade, Lieutenant Anderson, Lieutenant Anderson, as the British would say, and Arya. I believe her name is Arya Nexstar, but I forgot her last name, and I wouldn't want to offend her.
Of course not.
Yeah. Arya Nextstream. I apologize. Arya Nextstream, humming, dragging one hand along the cable on her way up there, soaring up with the whole group. You lead everyone to the top. You get to Command and Control, which is right below the observation level where this thing impacted. Command and Control is a shambles. There is no combat left here. There are 6 robots still on this floor who are just essentially standing sentry. And as you get to the top of it, it's like, there they are.
Okay. Okay. How far would the printer be from here?
The fabricator?
Yeah.
You would have to climb a ladder and go out a hatch.
Oh, it's on the. Oh my.
It's like an observation deck above. So you're as far up the station as the lift will take you. So you have to get through these 6 robots.
Oh, come on, D6, Mark.
Oh, you're
Got the
you have your
grenade.
friends.
You do have explosives.
And the EMP knife.
I do. Will that just blow the whole thing out if I use
EMP.
grenades?
You have your
EMP.
EBA suit.
This section of the station is already depressurized. There's a big hole in the top of it.
Okay. Yeah. Can I just pass out some grenades and throw them?
Yeah. Are you just so? How are you doing? Just one? Or are you gonna toss two? Or like, are you doing the whole group? Like, what's your? I don't remember how
Use
many
the
of each
whole
kind
bag.
you have, but I know you're.
I have 3 normal level 4s. I have 4 level 2 EMPs.
Okay.
And then some cover ones.
Smokes.
Okay.
God damn it.
I mean, you could choose to skip the fight, you could choose to make your fight easier, or you could just end the fight in one go. That's what you got your options.
I just want to kill them.
EMP
You
is
also
your
have
best
your,
bet.
you also have your companions.
Yeah.
2 of my companions. They keep telling me to make decisions. I'm just a
I mean,
data
at the
man.
sight of the robots, they've all drawn weapons. Like they're gonna fire. I'm just putting you first in initiative.
Okay, great. I'm gonna throw an EMP or 2.
1 or 2. You've got 2 hands, so you could conceivably throw 2.
Ooh, I want to throw 2.
Great. Roll. You don't even need to roll for this. They're in a normal distance and they have their own level.
Okay.
These level 1 sort of bits and pieces robots that you're attacking, you throw 2 EMPs into a group of 6 of them, easily enough to like fry the whole lot, and they all just all the parts of them kind of collapse back to the deck.
Great.
Captain Cade goes, nice, and he reloads. His gun starts to spin up. He goes, we can assume there's going to be more. Let's move forwards. And he does take control here now that you're back on like the ground.
Thank you.
He and
So tired of problems.
he and Arya next stream move towards the ladder up to the observation deck. There's still this huge hole in the ceiling where like stuff has impacted and they've kind of torn their way through. He's going to post up and cover that, and he sends Arya up to the hatch where she just rests a hand on it and hums a little bit to herself. She is gonna kind of take that moment to take it all in. What's Mark gonna do this round?
Cry.
You gonna stay at the lift? You can.
No, I just don't know. Oh, yeah.
You got this.
I got this.
We believe in you.
I'll go along with and just have 2 more EMPs ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have 2 EMPs ready, so you're right below Arya on the ladder, kind of waiting for her to throw the hatch. She's humming on it, and then she suddenly, like, her tune takes on a sharper and she shoves the hatch open. And because it's depressurized, there's no gravity up here, whatever. When she pushes the hatch open, she just holds onto it with her hand and lets that pull her up kind of gently through the hatch to the other side so that she can focus on aiming down the sights of her weapon. As she kind of rises up, she immediately fires. You can't see what she's fired at yet. And then she yanks herself out of the way in kind of an evasive maneuver as something big impacts the hatch and tears it off the hinge. Some big thrown piece of metal or another. You are the next one to go up the ladder. Are you ready?
I guess so. I Bugs Bunny my way out the top
You sure do.
with little grenades ready.
You pop your way out the top, and there are roll a d6.
Oh, that's what it's for, guys. I figured it out.
Did you figure it out?
Figured it out.
1. There's 1 robot up here that's finished, but the fabricator is spinning up more. Roll a d6 to tell me how many there'll be in 2 rounds if we don't shut this thing down.
I'm gonna forget in 2 rounds.
That's why you're rolling it now.
Aha. ADHD. Wonderful thing.
Yeah.
Oh, one.
Great. Leave that number on the top of it, and then if you forget, we'll have it there. Okay. So there's 1 robot in front of you as you poke your head out the top. It does see you, but it's taken an action this round.
All right. I just want to throw both of my EMPs at it to hit it and the fabricator as best as I can.
Okay. You throw both EMPs, and I think you get it. I think it fizzles. This is probably another low-level one. It's just, any scrap that they have nearby that they can fabricate. All the good ones got blown up in the dropship. So now this thing is like using whatever materials are nearby. That's what they feed into the fabricator. So you fizzle out the robot. The other EMP, you're able to zap the the outer edges of the fabricator, the actual machine stop printing, so to speak. Like no more robots are coming out of it. But we can safely assume, and you as a data guy would know, there is still one fragment of mil-spec, one subroutine that's running in that fabrication suite. Right now, it's not connected to anything. This is your best chance to kill it.
I go to the machine.
At this point, Jackie, I think you also have completed what you're doing.
Hello!
Jackie,
I am back!
are you okay?
As Jackie's hologram appears and kind of like halts you in your tracks a little bit, you see Captain Cade hop through the hole that's in the roof, and he just kind of rests next to you. He's kind of protecting you a little bit.
All right, Mark. Did you do the thing? Is mil-spec gone?
I've done as much as I can. The big guy's gone, but then there's still one little bit in the printer.
Oh, that won't do.
We gotta get a jam out of the copy machine.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm a bit of a technician when it comes to printers. Can you plug me in?
I would love to, please. I walk over and I plug her in happily.
All right. Jacqueline, of course, plugs in. Her hologram disappears, and she appears in the data sphere of this printer, which I imagine to be like almost like an assembly line room. And her armor fizzles up around her, but now it looks more or less like a hologram and more actualized in this data sphere. And she's like, all right, now where are you hiding? Does she see any semblance of mil-spec in here?
There's a subroutine of mil-spec that's running like the Tasmanian devil from each fabricator to the next one, trying to get them restarted. It doesn't have any of the sensory input to know that the machine, like the feedback from the machine isn't reaching it, so it just keeps sending go commands.
Jacqueline just casually walks up to one of the little places it runs to, waits for it to do its loop, and goes to catch it as it tries to run by.
Level 3 data task.
I'm gonna go ahead and use 2 levels of effort.
Okay, target roll of 3.
Got a 13 on the die.
Great, you catch it. Unhand me at once.
I'm sorry, but you're obsolete and you're no longer needed. The board thanks you for your cooperation, and just rip it in half.
It bursts.
Oh, right. Well, and I just go ahead and, is there any data connection to the robots from here?
I think not.
Okay. Mark!
Not unless you were to connect this to something that could broadcast into the station.
Can you plug this into the rest of the station?
I cannot emphasize how horrible of an idea that sounds like to me, Captain Kate.
No.
Well, mil-spec's out of the station.
But is I just gonna get back in? Something in the back of my mind says that's a horrible idea.
If you
Something in the front of my mind says that's a horrible idea.
Something in the very forefront of my mind.
Fine, unplug me and plug me into something else then.
I'll plug you into my suit for now.
I need to be in the ship.
Okay. I'm so sorry. I'm so overwhelmed, Jackie. It's been too long of a day.
There are so many destroyed terminals and offices and things. Surely somewhere there's just like a little jack, an Ethernet jack just hanging loose from the wall or something you can connect to.
Get her in there.
Her suit for a moment, just does her normal get up and pops out on a hologram bar. It's okay. We've already done the hard part.
Yeah, and I thought it'd be done.
We're just cleaning up.
We cut from here to the Spirit of Inquiry, where the last robot Astro has just summarily executed and it falls to the ground. And we hear Talia Bones yelling up to Ronan, "We've already done the hard part. I thought it was going to be done." As she looks down the hallway at another set of robots that are coming from the bridge that have been sent back to reinforce in here. She goes, "Together?"
Together.
Ronan hops down off the container and they line up in this hallway, and it's just kind of similar to the summary execution Astro just did. You just line up next to her and she and then hands you the shotgun.
What?
And then she, using her cybernetic arm, which is already like kind of effed up, she just mangles it further and elbows her way into a storage crate, and then reaches in with her good arm and pulls out another shotgun, which she racks one-handed.
tosses it up, and she's just gonna walk down the hall with you one-handed, and the two of you just start blasting your way through other robots in the spirit of inquiry. The problem is these ones are well made, and they just freaking keep coming. Roll a strength defense task to withstand the hail of assault that is coming down this hallway.
Okay. Yeah, all right. I will use effort here on that. This is for might, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Might.
All right.
Sorry, did I say strength?
Oh, that's a 19.
That's a 19. Easy peasy.
19.
You designed this armor. Come on, baby. You knew what you worried about. You are walking down the hall, doing your thing. The armor is with everything that they shoot you with is just either ricocheting
so
off,
they
or
do
the
have projectiles. Okay.
They've raided the ship's armory.
I have to
The
make
little
sure.
nanos just like repair any scuffs on the arm, so it just like like refills in any tears. And the skull and crossbones and the skull and crossed pistols walking down the hallways side by side, just shotguns. Easy pace, racking and reloading. As they pass by where the ship's arboretum is, the skylights of the arboretum dump inwards, and Kaya dumps a bunch of them into the arboretum, where she has been meticulously for hours arranging her sharpest and like stickiest trees into like a little pit of spikes to like wedge the robots into. So now it's like literally fish in a barrel. You kind of poke your head over, she waves up, hi, and then she kind of like pulls herself out to the side so she's out of the line of fire, and you and Talia just begin, at this point now there's space for the others. Liz gets in there, Astro comes up and joins you, firing into there, until eventually, from something unknown on Station Gamma, unknown to you, all the robots just stop moving. We cut back to Station Gamma, where Jackie has been connected into... Actually, I guess let's finish your pep talk with Mark.
Jackie, please.
We just need to finish the cleanup.
I'm just a little data boy.
It's okay. And right
Data
now,
man.
we just need Mark the Data Man.
Okay.
Just head on down to a computer, plug me in and watch my back.
Okay.
I can take care of the rest.
God bless you. I'll find you a dongle.
As you find somewhere to plug her in, Lieutenant Anderson comes over to you with a pressurized stainless steel container of piping hot tea.
God bless you. God bless you. When you say pressurized?
Yeah, well, you're in vacuum.
That's what I was about to say. If it was just a loose cuppa, it would just float away. I suck some down. I just have a sigh of relief. Oh, thank God. And plug her in.
Jackie, data, precious data. Data everywhere, a world of possibilities, and a bunch of unidentified, unauthorized access codes.
All right, first things first. And I immediately give myself admin access to this area. And I just start looking for any unauthorized user and immediately disconnecting them. And if that doesn't work because they're in the system, I immediately hunt it down.
Yeah, you got them. I don't know why we even have guest accounts. Obviously, you're going to sign into the admin one. The password is Cuppa. You signed in. But yeah, you just go through, and it takes you a long time, but it only takes like 4 seconds. As thousands of nanoseconds go by as you iterate through each one of them until the whole station is clear and there's finally quiet.
But we're not done.
Oh?
Oh no. It's the final boss, Jackie.
No. We can't let this be a possibility again. I go through our computers and I look for all the data related to cosmetaline
Ooh.
On Station Gamma?
on Station Gamma. And all the processes related to processing it, harvesting it, I just start wiping all of the data. Whoa. And as I do so, I gain access to the cosmetalene storage. And I immediately start filling them up with pressurized gas in an attempt to overload them and explode these containers from the inside, implode them essentially.
So that there's nowhere to put it.
There's nowhere to put it. I then look to all of the potential harvesting equipment, miners, drillers, whatever would pull from the cosmetalene out of the center here, scanners even, that are, at this point, I'm sure after hundreds of years, hardwired frequency-wise into picking up cosmetalene. And I just start overclocking them until they fry, dismantling them where I can, and just destroying parts of this station that relate to cosmetalene in any way, shape, or form. And I come back out to my cortex. All right. Now we're done.
We're done.
We've done everything we need, but we may have some opposition. I don't think Dean's gonna be very happy with the cleaning I did.
He's never very happy, so...
Where is Dean?
He went off on
Captain Cade, like...
He went off on the other floor. I lost sight of him. I don't know what he's up to.
I think it's best we find him.
Yeah. Is there a way that I can scan the
You can, and
station?
you do, and it works properly, and you don't find him.
Ooh.
There's no sign of Dean Lagrange. That is a question for a different story, in a different time.
Huh?
As Jackie and Mark Putty, escorted by Captain Cade and Arya Nextstream, you all soar through open space. The pressure suits that Ronan created for you, easily sufficient to hold your oxygen. The thruster packs on the back of them, easily enough to get your momentum moving in the right direction to regroup with your own ship. And regroup with your crew on board the Spirit of Inquiry. Not necessarily to stay permanently. That's a question for all of you to decide. But as you rejoin the ship, I feel like Ronan and Talia, you've just made it to the bridge to like verify the safety of the bridge crew. You've finished all this destruction. You step into the bridge. There's a couple of like handshakes and sort of somber pronouncements. And then someone looks out the window. It's probably Helmswoman Peters looks out the viewport and goes, "Oh my God, Captain, we have incoming." And you look out and there are just these streaks flying through the night towards you. And Talia just like adjusts the little lens on her manti, looks towards them, flying towards the ship, and she goes, "No, it's not." And she just walks away to go put her stuff away. Ronan, you're the next one to figure out what's happening as you look out there and you recognize two of the suits that you designed. Their kind of chrome, gold, and black color scheme that Kyle added. The logos on the visor, the curry, and I guess it's just the curry because you're too. He definitely can't see you. You're too small. So it's just the curry flanked by two of our Horizon team members, kind of streaking towards the ship.
Vernon's gonna like know immediately and chuckle and just be like, "That's exactly what I made him for." Like just want to, maybe not say it out loud, but like that's his thought in the head. Like, yep, that's exactly what I wanted to do with it. Awesome.
And on that note, this story at the Winged Badger Tavern comes to a close.
Ooh.
Wow.
We'll be back in just a couple minutes to talk epilogue, ask the GM anything, closing processing moments.
Ooh.
But yeah, that's the end of this session, which means it's the end of this campaign. Y'all, we did it.
Wow.
We did it. Wow.
Crazy.
Wow.
So many questions.
That's what the epilogue is.
Yeah, that's what the epilogue's for. You can tie up your loose ends.
I don't know if I can because one of my loose ends is gone.
Yeah, we wanted to shoot him in the
We
head.
wanted to take Dina.
I knew the second he got off by himself, he was disappearing.
I'm
That
not-
just means now we have to have the glittering canvas too.
It just leaves the option open for the glittering canvas too. Doesn't mean we have to do it.
That's how I feel. 'Cause I'm like,
Leaves it open.
Chat, you can write fanfic if you want.
You're right. Fanfic.
Show me. I need to know.
We'll be back in like
I've been too deep
10
for
minutes.